Yeah, really far behind. Anyway, I'm doing it
There
now.
we go.
I clicked all the
Now we
buttons.
see us. Yeah.
We doing it? Sweet. Sweet.
Okay, yeah. Now it's back to 5 seconds.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, what's up, everyone? This is Faith and Fables.
Shut up.
Gearhearts Rising. I was the only one.
Kayla's still not back yet. Because
Wow.
Kayla's not back yet.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. No, there she is.
No, now you have to do it again. Do it again. Start from the start.
All right, hold on. Should I press the gears?
I'm not gonna do it anyway.
She left for water to
With
come back.
mics on, right?
Must be having a day, man.
I'll do this.
I've done that so many times.
I can't say I haven't.
I'm just having a life. Jeez.
There, see now. Take 2. Did it. Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Faith and Fables, Gearhearts Rising. Welcome back. We got a game of D&D to get into. We got a recap to get into. We got some intros to get into. So let's do that. Let's just start right with that, and then we'll do the other things that I said. So, there. Ha! Nick?
Thank you. I play Volt, who had his first drink, and a pirate life is all he thinks.
Hey! I like that. Okay. Yeah, I like that one. That was a good one. Good one.
I'm Cody. I play Frey, and I'm about to fight a small child. like fisticuffs going all out here. It's gonna go great.
You're not that small.
Yeah, I guess. Are we counting the robot suit or not?
No, he lost some mass. It's fine.
Next.
I'm Kayla. I play Luna.
You
Bam, nailed it.
Y'all good there?
Nail
Oh,
it.
super good.
Next.
I am Crab. I play Jill. Next.
I'm Heather. I play Persephone, Sharon, for Vanderoth, Kieran, Darenor the Third. Next.
Next.
I'm Kevin. I play Sticks from the Neighborhood Goblin, and I'm the last one.
Damn, no next. Okay. The thing going there. All right. Fantastic.
And
Well,
next, back to the DM.
Hey, that's no one ever segue me to. Thank you,
What?
Kevin.
Segway.
No one ever
That's not
segues
right.
me.
Oh,
See
that's
you
a thing
guys.
now.
See you
No?
next week.
It sounds like a problem that is not my problem. Need to have conversations with other
It's
people
hot.
about that one.
I have no AC. My brain's not working. Fuck. All right. Anyway, so welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to all my awesome players, and welcome back to the intro I'm gonna play because I'm gonna click.
It has.
Only Tuesday.
I know.
I know.
I know. Oh, believe
Who's
me,
messing
I
with
know.
time?
Probably some time mage.
I think we're back online now.
Not me. I never know what time it is. So it's definitely not me. All right, what's up? Okay, so here we go. Let's do this thing. Last week, right? We played last week.
Yep. Yeah, last week.
Yeah.
On Faith and Fables, Gearhearts Rising. The Gearhearts have met up with we'll call them a merry band of pirates, a sky pirates, an all-female.
Call them scallywags.
That's a good one.
These ladies have nothing been but the utmost courteous and what's the word for like when you're hosting like a party and they're hospitable, sure, because I said hosting. Yep, that's what we're gonna go with. And gosh golly, so many things. They offered you guys to just join the crew.
One of them literally tried to kill us
The pirates
and
like
take
for
our
me,
stuff.
but we did have a pretty cool fight. One of the characters, Malkin, the character you met as you headed out of the Grim Mountains and dismantled the ambush that she was trying to behold for you. Just putting her in her place. Persephone blew her out of the ring with her awesome use of the magical fan. That was a good. That was, to be honest, not that I would know this anyways, an NPC, but totally forgot you had that thing. So I was like, oh shit.
I did too until I looked at my inventory. I was like, oh wait.
Ah, it's a great use of it. She didn't know about it, and I completely forgot. But it all made sense in the end. But yes, afterwards, some more whining and dining, some more conversations happened. One of your party members stealthed his way over to the ship to do some investigation of his own. And where we left off, the Gearhearts had settled in for the evening. The Black Crescent Moon Gals had headed back to their ship, the Cloud Runner, for the night as well. And there were some interesting conversations happening atop the tower that Styx had erected from his little magical rook set. I'm gonna use that word because that's what he did. Don't segue me or segment or whatever it is. whatever word that is.
Stop.
Interesting conversations were beheld. Yes, beheld. Yep. Okay.
You're just
great.
making up. Hey, you've made up so many words this time. It's fine.
Yep. I'm just gonna keep going. Interesting conversations were had, and where we left off, the first rounds of watches had ended. The second round of watches had begun, but some conversations were about to commence. That's an actual word, and that is where we're gonna pick up as the first night crew is waking up the second night crew, and I'm just gonna back up and just let you guys do your thing, Gearhearts.
Would Skywags be the term for sky pirates? Because they're not
Skylywags. Yes, that was good.
Yes.
Okay.
I love it.
Anyway, that's my bit. I'm asleep right now.
Jill just over there mumbling in his sleep. Skylywags.
So if I'm not mistaken, the first watch was Volt and Styx and Persephone. And Volt was going to stay up because he wanted to work on some things, but I believe Styx and Persephone were waking up Frey and someone else, or just Frey?
It was just Frey.
Okay. All right.
And then Frey yelled at Volt to go to bed.
Cool.
Did I?
Yep.
I probably did. That sounds in character, really.
Yep. So, take it away, boys and girls. I will sit back and enjoy my coffee.
Okay, Frey, have a monologue with yourself. I don't know, like.
No, I've been having a great time recently. So good to have the party all together. Got rid of that toxic influence from my dad. Like, we're being approached to join magnificent organizations, even if they are morally questionable and really not good. I mean, taking things from people who deserve it is one thing, but what if you're the ones who deserve it, and who's got the oversight there other than a morally questionable pirate?
Are you really
So
talking
good
to
to have
yourself
Volt.
the whole time? Yeah, or was Volt actually awake? I forgot.
Nope.
So good to have Volt actually sticking with us now. I can tell he really wants to just stay with the party where he belongs.
His family. Oh, so,
But he's not going to run off again. Not after I actually showed faith in him.
So Frey is actually watching by himself. Okay, make a perception check on your watch.
And second here.
Wow.
Cats
First
knocked
roll of
my
the night,
fucking
talking
face
to
away.
yourself. Oh, Segs. Got it. All right.
Nice. It'll be a 15.
15. Okay. As you're sitting there monologuing to yourself out into the night sky, just kind of talking about some of the previous days, weeks of adventuring and happenings to yourself as well as the group, you look around towards, again, out here, mostly flat fields. There are some miniature, kind of smaller forests, nothing grand or by any means, but a couple of clusters of trees here and there along your journey. But with that 15, seems pretty clear.
Sweet.
Cool. If there's any more monologuing you'd like to do on your second watch, you may. But for the rest of it, it will be pretty much uneventful.
About covers it.
Cool. Anyone you'd like to wake up for third watch, or just gonna head to bed?
Yeah, we'll go get say Gilles and Percy for a new and interesting combination.
Well, Percy already took a watch, so
Fuck, never mind. I
I
guess it'll be
you
Gilles
can,
and.
she'll be pissed.
Yeah. Well, no one communicated the watch to me, so it's your own fault. No.
We woke you up.
That's
No,
another fair
I
point.
refuse.
Another fair point.
I refuse. I
I
have
do
no
believe I-
proof, but I refuse.
I do believe I kicked him
Mm-hmm.
It was quite
to wake
rude.
him up.
I
Jill
think we
Alona.
both told you
Gianna.
to make him go to bed. So
Yep.
I do recall this.
Gio Nilona.
That is why I yelled at him. I recall.
Skywags. Anyway, I head up to the top of the tower.
Okay.
We'll also head up to the top of the tower.
All right.
Ugh.
So you like hit things really hard. Hey, how's your leg doing?
I look at my leg. How's it doing? Is it resting yet?
No roll needed here. I mean, for the most part, since you've gotten put on by the good doctor, haven't really had any issues or anything like that. No major malfunctions. The little side compartment for any kind of food or other items seems to be still working pretty fine. This is.
All right.
I imagine that's pretty much where you put the bug jerky for the most part.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the on-hand bug jerky, the one you don't have to really rustle for.
Yeah.
That's kind of uncomfortable. You're just like, you want some jerky? Sure. Just reach into your own fucking leg and yoink it out.
Yeah, pretty much.
I kick a rock. How does it feel? I guess I don't feel.
You don't feel a thing.
Nice. Fine. Kick stuff good. Still working. Got a compartment for my jerky.
That's good.
How's that gun you took back from this place?
It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Yeah, it's good. It's exactly the same as it was when I took it. So, and when I sold it. So that's also good. Lots of good things there with that gun.
At least you got it back for free.
Yeah, that's true. Best exchange policy, I guess.
Yeah.
Although it would have been a better. I sort of wish. No, wait. No, never mind. Never mind. No, I got the better end of the deal. I don't know how money works. I figured it out.
All right. Jill just stretches.
Can I
Exhaust.
tinker with your leg just a little bit, just to sort of.
Sure.
All right, cool. I'm gonna tinker around with his leg, see what I can figure out about it. See if I can figure out how it works, how to make it better, kind of like I did with that scooter.
I will watch out for people trying to kill us.
All right.
I will have Misfit help him.
You see Misfit kind of perch up over the side with his two little front metal paws just looking out over the horizon. Go ahead and roll a perception for Jill and a perception for Misfit. And then a tinker check for Ilona.
Can I just give Jill advantage?
You don't want to know what Misfit finds? Fine. Give Jill advantage then. I don't care.
Alright, Jill gets advantage.
I don't care. I'm just the guy DMing this thing, you know.
22 for my tinker's check.
All right.
Hold on, where's my sheet? Okay.
22.
So, forget. Does the dot signify the bottom or the top of the number?
Bottom.
Okay,
Bottom.
so 14.
14. For this watch, every now and again, since Misfit's aiding you, you'll see him kind of like and kind of run off to the side from one end of the tower to the other. And as you go over to look, it's just like birds and animals and shit. So every time you feel like there might be some sort of threat, it's just Misfit just getting really excited.
At least once it's just an interestingly shaped stick.
Mm-hmm. It's just a tree moving, just a rustling of leaves.
A tree moving. Whatcha?
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
throw something at it. No, but for the most part, just a lot of false alarms via Misfit. 22 for the leg. What else do you want to know about the leg?
I just want to get a better understanding of it. Basically, what I'm trying to do is in the future, if I decide to tinker with it, help myself.
All right.
Help out. I'm trying to help future Kayla.
It's also technically a magical item that you can replicate as an artificer.
Ooh, that's true.
So what I'm saying is, when we chop off all of our limbs, you can just make us new ones.
Oh, she can only make another left leg.
I need you to
They're
chop
all
off both my
lefts.
legs. Chop off both my legs and add the segue.
So are like these biomechanical prosthetics the next version of a peg leg?
Mhm.
So we all need to become pirates and chop off our left legs, guys.
Well, you do
Has to
have the
happen.
pirate offer, so
Yep.
what you do
It
with
is
it?
my it is my left leg that got cut off, right? I need to note this down so I remember.
You cut your own leg off.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I
that's
did
your
chop
left
it off.
leg.
I can go back and note diving, but I'm pretty sure it's the left leg.
All right. I'm just
I
gonna
don't-
assume left leg.
Put a star in that. Put a pin in that.
I will put a star.
So with your 22, Alona, as you're kind of tinkering with it, again, every now and again, Misfit pulls Jill to the side. You have to, no, come back. And as you have a hatch part of it open, you see some of the inner workings of the leg. What's interesting is that so you've seen a couple different inner workings of creatures before, the inner workings of Misfit and for Homie, and you've seen some of the inner workings of some of the Clockworks, and you've seen some of the inner workings of even the android dad, the dad droid, right? So you've seen a couple of inner workings of lots of different, even some of the Warforged too. Bless you.
Yep.
I would say that this most resembles. I would say that the inner workings of Jill's leg most resembles the droid dad leg. It's not so much clockworks and gears turning on themselves upon hundreds, bigger gears, smaller gears, and it's not even so much like Misfit that runs on this
love.
This
Exactly.
Yep, the combination of science and love.
And Magitech.
A lot of this looks like a lot of different tubes and pistons and it's almost like when Jill walks, there's this interesting combination of taking a step fills different pistons with air, and then and then taking the pressure off alleviates that pressure. So it's this constant, almost like a pump that continues to locomotive his leg, if that makes sense. So it's not so much Clockwork or Warforged or Misfit or Homie. It would most resemble the droid if you had to pick one.
Okay.
If that
Cool.
makes sense. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So you're obviously very big and strong. How did you get to be so big and strong? Is it all just sort of naturally you, or is there some sort of training routine that I can go through? Or
I mean, I grew very big.
yes. I mean, it's not so much I'm fine with my height. I mean, I guess I could be a little bit taller if I had my wish. But it just it's mostly the strong thing that's kind of.
Did you
Yes,
want
I'm
to
very-
go on the same regimen that I had Frey on? I can do
Sure.
that.
I can try that. I can totally do that.
All right.
Yes.
Push-ups
Just
now.
oh, we're starting now.
Yes.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna try to do a push up.
Oh, wonderful.
Keep in mind, Alona has never
When do you
done a
push
push up. She is doing what she has seen push ups look like.
Sure.
So
Go ahead and do a combo roll of athletics and intelligence, just for the history check. History
Can
check
I
to see if you remember.
Can I assist her by pointing out and using my stick?
We'll have her. Let's have her do one first. Yeah,
Okay.
my history check is a 19,
Oh.
but my strength is a natural 20. So
Shut up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
Ilona, you are baffled at the sheer presence of this athletic feat that you have just demonstrated. You were a little worried at first, but thinking back, you've seen Frey and Jill and Styx work out before. You're going to push up. Let's see you kind of roll up your sleeves a little bit. And Jill, you watch as Ilona just gets down and pretty nice form. straight on the
Cool.
back.
I did it. So it's
Ramrod straight back, whole body moving as one complete unit.
What is
That's a good
her?
push-up.
What is her strength score and dexterity score?
Over the next course of the
that
minute,
It's an excellent
Gio
question.
will
It's
watch you
not
do a couple
high.
more push-ups here and there. Not all in.
Oh no, she just did the one.
Just
She just
one?
did the one.
All right.
Yeah, he
All right,
said.
now do.
Yep.
Now keep going until you're tired.
Thank you, Jill. Thank you for that.
Just doing push. I'm pretty sure her strength is 0. I'm pulling it up. I'm pretty sure her strength is 0.
I just need the exact number.
Okay.
Need to do minimum 42 in 2 minutes to pass.
Oh God, why are you being so slow?
Ilona does the perfect push-up.
Yes, she does. Like a boss.
Just once.
Just
Yeah.
one.
So her
One.
Just one
nice
perfect
push-up.
push-up.
her strength is 12, so she has a +1 modifier, and her dexterity is 14. She has a +2 modifier.
There you go.
So I'm not working with garbage. All right.
All right.
I
All
like
right.
it.
So I tell her to keep going for push-ups until her arms are sore.
I will go for 5 more push-ups, and then collapse.
Okay. I'll say do that strength, do that ability check with advantage since you nat 20'd on the last one. We'll give you advantage on this one too. Just because I kind of want to see if you crit again.
Natural 20.
Amazing.
Good start. Good start.
You know,
Need you to roll like this for the rest of forever.
For
It's not
Ilona,
gonna happen.
for Ilona, you feel pretty great after these push-ups. Like, wow, this isn't as hard as you thought. Gio, more so amazed that these push-ups are. I mean, you've been working with Frey this last couple weeks. Wimpy arms over here.
Plus, I mean, like Alona's been carrying Misfit around since she was
There's this
half
there's-
his size.
There's
So
this hidden strength within Ilona that's just never been, brought to the surface before. It's it's always brain over brawn with Ilona, let alone the fact that like she said, carrying around Misfit all this time, or all this heavy machinery lifting. It's just this. She's naturally been lifting her entire life and never really even noticed that she's got like buys and tries. Where did these come from? She's got like little shoulder muscles and things. Like
oh my God, is Alona swole?
surprisingly,
Sounds-
at least with
With a
these 5
plus.
push-ups.
With a +1, I assume that's like a little bit of muscle.
Like you said.
Well,
like I
10's
said.
supposed to be about on average for all people, so anything
Yeah.
above that's pretty decent.
Yeah. It like you said, not working with garbage here. There's a foundation here to grow and build.
Could probably manage like 15 push-ups.
Pretty solid. Yeah.
He's stronger than Percy.
Yeah. Didn't see any wiggle on the last one. Just up down, pushing the earth, man.
Once she's done with push-ups, we go jogging around the tower for a bit.
Oh God, make it stop!
There it is. No one likes running, except psychopaths.
The running's the worst.
Now go ahead and make an acrobatics check since now you're running now.
I would consider running Constitution.
Okay, we'll go with that. I like it. Even better. Constitution saving throw.
It depends on if you're going for speed or for distance.
We are going
Gio's
for
the
distance.
coach. He's going for distance.
Oh, it's a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, we're going for laps.
17.
Oh shit!
Although begrudgingly, ah.
I hate it.
Do you still have your frilly tutu thing on and everything, or just
Oh yeah, for sure.
frilly tutu and all? Jill just keeping up with you, not really even
All right.
like gasping, like not needing to hold. Just again,
Yeah.
this hidden.
Just complaining the whole time, and also just talking.
that you can't turn off. But with this, you do realize there's this hidden athletic potential to your friend.
And then
to a friend.
and then after running, we do stretches.
I like this part. This is nice and relaxing.
You're not stretching right, let me tell you.
Stretch before you run. You see Misfit kind of downward dog posing with you and things, getting some stretches in. He did not.
That's
He did not run with you.
adorable.
He just watched you go around.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Does Alona have a weapon, like a melee weapon? I don't.
Yeah. Hell yeah. She has a friggin' she's got a friggin' yeah, she's got a hand axe.
think it's
All
I
right.
think Frey gave one to her ages ago.
Yep. She still got it.
Nice. She is a.
It would use her
Master.
intelligence.
Yeah, well, only if it's a magic weapon. That's a
Alright.
requirement on that subclass.
We take a 10-minute break and then we do fighting.
Oh,
Okay. What would you
Fighting
like,
is murderous.
What would you like to practice?
We will practice on her form of how she defends herself from being hit.
Gonna be so bruised.
I will use
Go ahead.
I will use the opposite side of my glaive, so I'll be a little bit off balance because the blade's on the other end, but I did not want to hit her with the blade.
Fair point. Okay. I'll say for that, I think I had you roll. What did I have you roll for free before on training? Hold on.
Either athletic? No.
No, it was a. It was just a straight check. It was like intelligence or wisdom or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was wisdom.
Well, that's what we're gonna go for now. Go ahead and make a wisdom check, Gio.
I would say wisdom. Alright, let's see. Do you want to participate, die? Oh, yeah, you do. Natural one.
Ilona, practicing with Gio is a lot different than practicing with Styx. You know, Styx, you guys literally have sparred pretty hard back in the Glory Hounds of Imbric.
Yeah.
With a crowd around, you know, Styx really pushing it to the limit with you. Gio, on the other hand, with his one, he's trying to hold back so much with the back end of his glaive. Like, it's like when he goes to strike you, he like just like it doesn't really seem like he's trying.
No, Jill, come on, hit me!
I guess I would hit
Hit
her.
me!
Okay, roll to attack.
I would hit her with the blunt end if she says hit me. That's not very good. Oh well.
Hit me!
Yeah, I'm not rolling well right now, so 4.
yeah, have extra
times
attack. Just keep swinging.
4.
She literally asked for it.
Yep.
12? I don't think that's erasing.
No.
Action surge.
Oh my gosh, are you gonna action surge on her?
Sure, why not?
Oh god!
That's
okay.
multi-attack.
All right.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
first-
you do already get to attack twice.
Oh,
You
sure, we'll go with that.
multi-attack.
Go ahead, swing one more time.
Oh, 17 plus 8 would probably hit.
Yeah,
25.
probably so.
So after
Just
barely.
after a couple times with Jill, yeah, you're like expecting a little bit more. I mean, you see Jill fight before, Lona.
Jill, are you even taking this seriously?
Ah! You see the snarl curl on the back of Jill's mouth, his crocodilian mouth, as he goes whoop. And on the first one actually misses. You go like, oh, instinctively just get out of the way, and he comes back up again. Go ahead and roll just was it a D4 for the blunt end? I think.
D4 plus strength.
Yeah, it'd
Damn it,
be-
this is after my long rest too.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah.
Yeah, so that would be.
I do not make good decisions.
Where is this? Oh, there it is. So. So 4, 3, so 3. 5 points of damage.
Well, that's not bad.
Next attack.
Oh, he's still going. Okay, never mind.
So that'd be
He
the
action
bonus.
surged.
That would be the bonus action attack, but it's also that. So it would be 12 plus 8.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. That
My
hits.
AC is 15, so it's not. I'm not hard to hit.
That'd be 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 points of damage.
You also learn her armor class for this. So after you say, "Come on, Jill, hit me," you see the curl of the lip as he comes down, misses on the first one. You kind of instinctively back up, and then in quick succession, boom, boom, 2 more swings to the back end, just kind of like hitting you like in the upper shoulder, and almost like cleaves you in the face, but you manage to get and just take it on like the other shoulder instead of taking one right across the chin. Jill, you were trying to hold back, and all of a sudden your internal instincts of death, destruction, destroy take over as you continue to swing towards your friend. What do you want to do?
I will not action surge since I've
Remember
actually.
the dream.
I do, so I will stop right there. Whew. Got a little carried away there. My bad.
That was awesome. So if I keep doing push-ups and running around and stretching, then I can hit that hard.
Yes. Maybe. Depends on the weapon, kinda.
Let's do it.
All right.
I'm in it.
Okay. So for the rest of your watch morning, since you already ran the perception check on this, you guys can continue to train until Volt and Frey and Percy and Styx just naturally wake up from the rest of their rest. Everyone, you guys can mark off your long rest with your hit points and your spells and your things and your that, except for Ilona, of course, who just took like 12 points of damage.
I am sorry.
No, it's fine.
Oh,
She literally
my
asked for it, so.
Oh, my bad. Alright, I don't know what this is, but I'm going to play it.
To be fair, I rolled a 1 on that wisdom check, so it was going to be weak, and then it was going to be uneven attacking, so there's no point.
That's fair.
Had I rolled better, you would have been betterly trained. So maybe next time.
And not hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I might have mentioned that you'll only get stronger if you keep doing these things to exhaustion and then push past it.
I will do that next time.
You guys are all awoken.
Just hear a smack.
What was that? I am up and armed and running around the tower.
You just see
You hear a
Ilona.
smack at it. Yes! That hurts so much!
Oh, dear.
I'm just gonna kind of peek up over, up to the roof. What?
You see Jill and
You did?
Ilona sparring out there with Jill crushing into Ilona's like upper shoulders and lower torso, and kind of swings her head once she ducks out of the way, but continues to get pelted with the back end of the glaive.
No one! And then I get hit in the chest.
Now
I
it's
think
starting to
that's-
remind you of Six's training as this continues.
I think this is enough sparring for now. We'll pick this up tomorrow.
You're only saying that because I almost beat you. I'm just kidding. I know.
There's not a mark on Jill at all.
Yeah. Jill looks more rested now than he did at the beginning of our watch.
Yeah, he's not panting or anything. He's just stood there.
Yeah.
I give her my alchemy jug for her to drink some water, and I'll go sit down.
Summon the mayonnaise.
I will instead say acid and start pouring
No!
out acid into little vials
Okay.
for me to use later.
I drink the acid. Well, that's an interesting way to go.
It doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger.
You're not.
God.
I forget which enemy is.
Grow through pain.
It's an enemy. Some whatever bullshit villain has like the adaption power.
Oh, I'd like that power. That'd be great.
Lorcha. Grogan.
Yeah, that
Sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, and then I will pocket my vials of acid so I can use them later to help Percy make acid bullets or acid bomb bullets or something freaking cool.
Grenades?
I don't
Acid
know what the
bullets?
Those would be awesome.
I don't actually know the potency of that acid. Let me check real fast. Like it says acid, but what is the potency of that acid?
It's probably not high, considering
You only
can
get
make
8
a nice amount
ounces,
of it.
whatever you do. It only has.
Yeah,
8
that's fine.
ounces.
That's enough for 4 vials because each vial holds 2 ounces.
Nice bit of little offhand knowledge you got
good
there.
to know. All right.
You know, it's the science. in me.
Real-world
I know
knowledge
you are the
indeed.
science lady.
All right, so it doesn't say anything about the acid, so I don't know. So good luck.
We'll let Kyle figure it out later. If it's not super strong, I am gonna try to like make it
Lemon
stronger
juice it up.
by science stuff. You know,
Add more lemon juice.
I'm proficient with alchemy sets, so
I love, D&D hand gestured explanations. I'm gonna do the acid stuff.
I'm gonna,
The
I'm
alchemy
gonna do the
thing.
acid things.
Got it.
All right, what's everyone else doing?
You can roll.
Yeah,
you
I
can roll a
guess-
check with your alchemy tools if you'd like.
Okay.
See if it does anything fun.
What is it? What's my proficiency bonus?
Ability.
Have less intelligence. So that's 23. No, 24.
24.
Yeah, I'll just try to concentrate it if it's weak acid.
I'm gonna set up Jill's cooking stuff since he usually cooks breakfast, and then just kind of stand there next to it, remembering the chicken and waffles fiasco, and thinking I probably shouldn't do anything more than that.
Aw, character development.
Instead of thinking if he could, he actually thought if he should this time.
Nice.
If I see Jill's busy, I'll start cooking.
Good enough.
I mean, eventually Jill and Alona will come back in.
Yeah. So I'll pull up my spices, start making whatever we have.
Just kind of look over to him,
Tea.
look back to the pot, look back over to him. So you're not gonna like knock us all out like you did that cake, right?
No, that was a one-time thing. I do have some if you want it.
Ah,
I mean,
fuck,
I
you
don't
knew it.
carry drugs.
I knew it.
I don't know, damn it.
I don't worry. I don't give a shit, man. I'm not the police.
Hmm.
I'm literally not. In fact, I kind of am at odds with. We are practically criminals now, and we need to address that.
Yes.
I don't see how.
Yes.
I don't see how either.
Mm-hmm.
We literally murder people in front of the law enforcement regularly.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that. I had really bad acid reflux. Oof.
As
Yeah,
I
you're fine.
recall, the only people that we have
Turns
killed
out your stomach is
are
You're not supposed to drink the
people
acid.
Yeah, apparently.
Says right
had
there on the jug.
various goals and or attacked us first.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a self-defense clause and all that, but at the same time, we're still literally murdering people. We don't
You
have to
talking
swing
about
for the
murder?
fences every time. Oh god.
You just see a bruised Alona say in a cheerful attitude. Alright.
Do
I'm
spare
prestidigitating
some
like
people,
dirt
too.
off me.
I will
Honestly.
get
That's
her
true.
healed.
Ugh.
I don't know though, but
I got
just
it.
like
I got it.
You sure?
We'll put it in the
Prestidigitation.
grey area for sure, but
Yes, but you're hurt.
this conversation with the
Badly.
pirates and like considering joining up with them and the way they're justifying literally stealing from people just because they have things that they want has me concerned about how those gray areas are affecting the way we do things.
Yeah, but what if we joined them and that wasn't the clause? Like if we changed the deal?
We're not going to change a whole organization when we're
No,
isolated
just
on
change
our
the
own
way we
ship.
become it.
What do
Like
you
we come
mean?
into
She
the
didn't seem willing to negotiate on anything, so
Well, we didn't really try. We kind of just straight up accused her repeatedly that she was lying.
I mean, she
Jill,
was hiding.
seeing
so.
this
She was
conversation
definitely
going on.
skirting.
Yeah, but we were also skirting.
I mean, I think we're all in agreement at this point that it's just not worth it, though, right?
No.
Jill's gonna go hunting while they talk about this.
Jill, no, Jill. I
Huh?
believe that everyone needs to be present for this.
So,
Fools.
so I had a
Mom calling you
conversation-
back to the table, huh? No, son, come back. No,
We're not
you
done
can do
here.
your chores later.
Jill will
If
come
only
back
he
to the
listened
table.
when it came to eating things he shouldn't.
Ugh, I'm
So
back here.
I had a conversation with Styx and Percy last night. I think it's a good idea if some of us do join her.
What do you mean?
So you guys are affiliated with the Glory House, which is great. If they are who they say are, that's amazing. But we need allies because everything we fought has been kind of out of our hands
I
repeatedly.
don't know. I think we took it kind of handily up until just recently.
It's kind of sketchy. Since I've been with you guys, it's kind of sketchy. And at this point, we're not making allies. I think we're making enemies faster than we're making people that can help us. And if there's a chance that these pirate ladies can help us, I think we should take that chance. But I don't want to risk you guys or the friendships that you've made. So I'm willing to go with a way of communicating with you guys.
No.
Yeah, no.
No.
Why do you want to get away from us so bad?
I don't.
Then
You
why
guys
do you
are
keep
always and
doing
forever going
this?
to be my family. But we are going to lose if we keep going, and I'm going to lose all of you if we keep going this way.
And you're going to lose all of us by going away, too. That's how that works.
No, that's not. People leaving your area doesn't mean they disappear. But people dying and you not being able to save them is how you lose them forever.
Precisely. So if
Yes.
you're away with people of questionable morals, where we can't help you in any way, shape, or form, and you get into conflict with them, which you will because they're pirates, and we can't help you, and you die, it's exactly what happens.
Yeah, but he won't be by himself. I'm going as well if he's going.
Ugh.
Because
I
he's
don't-
right. We need allies. So far, we've got Percy's family. And
all
I've
of
got
the
clue.
glory hounds.
Maybe if something bigger doesn't happen for them to get distracted by.
If we've got enough money to hire them.
And probably those weird warforged we came across, which we should really find again sometime.
Yeah, which we sent to Azeroth by themselves with the other ally, the Doctor, that we sent to the other side of the world. When we're about to go fight demons again.
We do need some way to consolidate or
Like an
easily
airship.
communicate with any of our allies.
And breaking further apart isn't going to make that happen. And the whole reason she was offering an airship to begin with is because we are too many people to fold into an existing crew. You'd just be folded into an existing crew if it's just two. If she even accepts it at all.
Well, we have to see if that's an option in the first place.
I don't agree. I don't think we do.
I honestly think this is the most logical way we can solve our problems.
I am in the
I
house of
think-
splitting up is terrible.
It's because it
Lana
is.
died that one time, and I did not like that. And then Frey died because we didn't have people or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Also, his
Kyle,
dad was a giant dick.
would any of us know whether or not there is an active bounty on Black Crescent pirates?
Anyway, I flip off the sky because I think that's where the gods are. As I told my Frey's dad.
Yeah, I kind of did that.
The sky, the clouds grow dark and lightning flashes as you become a lightning rod. Oh no! You can make
I
a
eat
history
it.
Literally, Tiamat shows up. Have fun.
Persephone, Sherwoodford, Vandroth, Kearney, Darenod III. You can make a history check.
We're remaking episode 1 of the D&D cartoon, where you fight
didn't-
Tiamat.
I didn't pre-roll any of my
Yeah,
dice.
just right off
Shit.
the bat.
I trust you. Don't screw me.
Ugh. But yeah,
Well, that's not bad. Could've been
I
worse.
think splitting is a bad idea.
Total
That's my
20.
gist.
Total 20. You guys have been to Azeros and Imbric so far, and as far as you recall, those two places did not have any active bounties on the Black Crescent Moons, but it doesn't mean that there aren't somewhere else.
Somewhere. Okay.
You know that there's a Glory Hounds in Nicaea, and there's also a Glory Hounds.
I mean, we do know that the Black Crescents in the past had kidnapped people in Azeros.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess they're not active in that region anymore.
Plus, there's also places like I have people like me that need help, like soon. And the
There's-
later I wait, the more chance they're taken and used for something else.
There's also an option that we're not really considering yet. She says that they've turned over a new leaf, but they are still pirates. There could be bounties on them. We could see about taking them prisoner and using their ship as our own.
Yes, but Gio won't go on a ship.
Not go on that airship.
We will figure something out. I mean, either way, that would be an issue.
The way I see it, there's two options. It's like we go and join them. Me and Gio go and join them. The
Nope.
worst that happens is they betray us,
Wait.
and me and
No,
Not
Vault.
Gio, sorry.
Yeah,
Vault.
me.
No.
Right next to you.
No. Absolutely not.
Vault was talking. Gio was talking before I got distracted. So me and Vault go and join them. And the worst that happens, they betray us, and I end up
We
wiping
blow
them
up
all
a
out.
ship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Sounds
the rest
fun.
of us lose our expert practitioner of the stealthy arts and literally our technological savant, or one of them,
Nope,
and
that's
that
them
leaves
too.
us down. That leaves us down in fighting capability, it leaves us down in flexibility in what we can accomplish, and frankly, it endangers all of us more.
I'm not concerned
I mean,
about
Volt, I
their
just talked to
safety.
you about this. What makes us heroes is our bonds,
Yes. Which
and that's stronger together.
yes, but it's apparently not strong enough to stop what we're going up against. We almost lost you twice to your face, Daddy.
All fairness,
now-
that's because
now
I
he's-
was being an idiot, and that's done now
Well,
because
he's also
of
pissed off
your
now.
intervention.
Yes, but he's also pissed off now. Meaning we just made another enemy of someone that's strong enough that we can't handle.
He's kind of impotent on his own, really. That's
Yeah.
why he was living on my face.
He did say that he
He's
needed
not that
us,
impotent.
and
Yeah, he killed you. And almost
And
killed
now he's not in
Kayla
contact with me and can't anymore.
that
If
you
he's
know of.
infinite, then how did he have you?
Ouch.
Uh,
That
I
hurt
don't
me.
know.
I cast Cure Wounds on Frey.
No.
So like I said, the downside is they turn on us. The upside is we get a fleet of sky pirates as allies to help us
And
get
any children
around.
that I find.
If things go perfectly, which they
Or
won't.
even just go good.
Yeah,
Honest, like the worst case scenario is what we're in. Because if we totally deny them, that doesn't mean that we're not just making another enemy who can
Okay.
chase us. She tracked us from the freaking sky while we're on robot horses.
The primary reason she found us, though, is because, well, one, we had a massive tower, which, nice. Two, you literally went to get her.
She literally was following us.
he was
They went in the
following
same
us.
direction that we came from.
We
But-
didn't exactly change directions from where we were running, either.
We were also the only fast-moving thing on the ground.
Also, I think she kind of mentioned that she knew where we were going, being based on the train we were on, so you can just extrapolate from there. The only
train
reason
we were on
she
led to
found us is
anywhere.
because we were going the way.
The train got us to the tunnel, which left us at the end of a mountain. From there, you could go in any direction.
There's only
They
a couple
literally saw
places
that I
that are
can
actually
fly.
relevant in the area.
We didn't hide our tracks, so once they know the direction, which we did not change, we were the only fast-moving thing on the ground. We did kick up a lot of dirt.
I don't want to leave you guys, but I
I
also don't want
don't.
to lose you guys. And at the way we're going, I'm going to end up losing you guys. And the only reason I'm somewhat calm and keeping this power in check is because I trust you guys. If I lose you guys, I don't know what the hell's going to happen.
Hmm.
Then trust it when I say that we need to stick together to continue being who we are. We can take more steps to get stronger. We can take some time to investigate, build things that make us better. We haven't checked into the gearhearts in ages. They could be able to offer so much more aid than what we're getting right now. And splitting off, joining up with these other groups and just not being able to help each other in times of need would shatter that. It would shatter the opportunity for us to make ourselves stronger as a unit. External allies are great if they're reliable, trustworthy, people we can actually call on in times of need and expect reparations. I don't think we can with these guys.
But the whole point is for me to get power from them, take stuff, get materials, find people like me who I need to protect anyway. Styx has allies that we can go find. We can't do that while we're also saving Percy's family, which needs to be saved.
Is there some way that we can magically bind her to her word and do this as a trial basis?
I
just in case
do
she
not
tries
have any
again.
of that magic.
I look to Alona.
The best way is we can get it in
Yes.
writing.
Sometimes you just got to take a leap of faith and trust somebody at face value. Just because they're pirates and have a reputation doesn't mean that these ones are the same. We've got to take that leap of faith.
My concern is she's clever.
She literally
And-
kidnaps kids off the street and grooms them into being her loyal soldiers.
And
She finds
was-
lost children.
and she was
Kidnaps them off the
skilled
street and
at-
grooms them into being her loyal soldiers.
She was
So-
skilled
so
at
she's an organization.
spotting the answers too.
Well, we don't tell everyone everything as soon as we meet them. We've known her. We've met her yesterday. We've spent a day talking to her. That's it.
True.
She's not going to tell us all the ins and outs and the working mechanics of her organization. And the
No.
whole picking kids up and grooming them is like any organization in this world, be it a Glory Hounds Guild, be it a military group, be it the Claret Order, be it fucking any kind of military group, or even a church, anything like that. They take people and they groom them to what they think is right.
Difference
all
being
it
we
is.
could leave the Glory Hounds if we wanted to.
And we can lead the pirates if we wanted to. They're not going to stop us.
Not the vibe I was getting.
No, there's very little in the world that will stop me from leaving a group. Short of them killing me, which then that's their own problem and they'll die for it. It's like, I'm part of the Claret Order. My first priority is to you guys, then to the Claret Order. Then after that, I'll take it and leave it. I can turn my back on the Glory Hounds quite easily. I can turn my back on the pirates quite easily.
My concern is that she will have plans in place to try to control you, try to trap you.
Well, we just don't show her all our cards.
And so did Jasper
She's an
when we
expert at
joined the Glory
manipulation.
Hounds. We joined the Glory Hounds and we did some work for them. They paid us. That's him trying to entrap us. He gave us gifts and made us part of the family of the Glory Hounds and gave us gifts to entrap us and to gain our loyalty.
I was
That's just going to be the same
thinking
thing.
Something a little more physical when trapped, locking you in a space to keep you from leaving. That sort of thing, not bribery.
Yeah, 6 and 2 3s.
Yeah. Also, unless they use magical stuff, I can't be locked in a room.
I just want to make sure that we consider all possible options and we have a plan in place.
I've always got a plan in place, Percy.
Yeah. And by myself, I know this wouldn't have been a great idea. But having Styx watch my back and I watch Styx back, I think this will work. It goes from being most likely a failure to a high positive.
So last concern, how do we communicate if you do need to
I
leave?
made these last night, and I'll hand over a sending stone, which is a magnet. I will be able to send you a code, and I hand you a sheet that has Morse code on it.
Oh boy.
It will vibrate and translate a message. The
Alright.
max I've gotten is about 25 words.
All right.
And I will be able to
Quickly
send this to
look
you at
over
least
the
once a day.
sheets. Keen mind. It's filed away.
I got it.
I have one of my own. So I would be leaving in contact with you every day.
That's worked so well with Deimos,
Deimos
who only
is,
communicates that he needs help.
yes, but also Deimos was confused and family matters.
He
I'm
does
doing
have
this
other
for a
things to
reason.
attend to as well. We do still run the military, and with our father, he's in
They will.
charge. So,
I'm not doing this because I want to leave. I think this is our best chance.
I will not stop you. I just want to make sure that we consider all options and have plans in place, and it seems like you do.
I do not like it. But
A
if it's
bad
what you-
idea.
It's a terrible idea. But if it's what you're gonna do, I'm not gonna stop you.
I've, at this point, given up trying.
Make sure
You don't
that
listen.
You get
I thought you
enough
did,
out of this.
but I don't own you, and you can do what you want.
Okay.
Well, this is an awkward breakfast.
I haven't made it yet because I was stopped from going hunting. Right now we just have bug jerky. It's awful for everyone else but me.
Well, it's probably okay. It is edible.
If you want to
I
head
mean-
out, Jill, you can make your survival check to see what you find.
Yes, let's go. Give me the roll dice. That's better.
Jill's
12
like, get me the
plus-
hell out of here.
Just make sure I'm going well and then leaving.
All right, 12 plus 11, 23.
23.
Give me some rodents.
Hmm.
Already killed all the rabbits. Just give me a fucking squirrel or something. Or you make soup out of a squirrel.
Hold on. You guys keep
I'm
talking for a
holding.
minute. I'll see what Jill finds. I'll tell you what. What'd you say? 23 total?
Correct.
What are those things called?
What do they look like?
What is it? It's not a meerkat, is it?
Groundhog?
Prairie dog.
Thank you. There you go. Prairie dogs. You find upon a lot of prairie dogs. Roll a d12, Jill.
So no meat.
Only partially related. Did you know that guinea pigs were raised to be livestock animals for consumption?
Yep.
They still are in a lot of places.
Delicacy. Yep.
They just
2.
pick them up off the ground, snap their neck, and cook them.
2 is the number I rolled.
Yeah.
You roll pretty. You roll pretty high. Roll another d12.
Let's get another 2.
You did roll
9.
23. There you go. 11 total.
Just
There you
blow
go.
into one of the holes. So they all pop out.
As they pop up out of the holes, just grab them by the neck, snap them real quick, and grab one. Takes you a little while. 11 prairie dogs. Geo comes stomping back with. Takes you about an hour though to do it. So as this conversation's happening before breakfast, Geo Whelp excuses himself and is going to be gone for about an hour. Is there anything else anyone would like to do while he's gone before he comes back?
Should we go talk to her?
Yeah. Oh, also, Percy, when we do leave, this tower technically belongs to you.
Oh.
When we were visiting your house in Imbrick, I was being nosy, and this is the house is actually your chess piece from the chessboard in your house. So it's technically yours. There you go. So,
Thank you.
That is such a long play, dude. Oh my goodness, that's great. He hands it back to you, and actually, as you look at it, Percy, you do kind of look at it as a familiar chessboard that you've had in the Darenard house for quite some time. Never really noticed it before. It's really the first time Six has really pulled it out to use it, and even when he did, it was kind of dark out. But now that you look at it in the light, you know, it has this kind of like marble texture to the outside. It's a rook piece.
Exactly did you get it out without anyone noticing?
please.
That's fair.
That's not difficult.
But he does.
I was thinking more along the lines of we were there for a while and nobody noticed that it was missing.
Nope. They were too distracted with the whole mom and dad not being there.
That is fair.
Or an interplanar invasion might have thrown
And
people off.
And a jelly monster and a robot and
us drugging your family.
yeah.
Yes, but anyway.
There was a gnome in the fridge.
Lots going on.
He's always been there, don't worry about it.
Alright. Gio, you can come back. What would you like to make for breakfast, Gio, with your prairie dogs?
Did I find any eggs on my way back from birds? Would I have been able to find eggs?
Yeah. That's fine.
I'll just make scrambled eggs with meat chunks in them.
I feel like there's a name for this. Prairie dog omelets. Prairie dog...
You know what? I'll make omelets. That sounds better.
Doglets.
Dog...
I only use water for the eggs, though, because I
Egg
don't have
dogs?
any milk.
Prairie doglets. I don't know. Whatever. You guys can come with that. You guys are the word people. Anyway, as it extends into later after Jill's starting to cook everything up, eventually...
French. Prairie de omelettes.
Eventually, you'll see one person, one figure is walking over towards you from the Cloud Runner off to the east.
I'll meet them.
You'll notice it as Captain Veronica.
Ah.
She has on a similar garb as she did yesterday, but a little more loose fitting. Kind of some, maybe some morning attire, if you will. Not as not a lot of leathers and things on that she had abound yesterday. It's a lot like looser flowing silks and cottons to her garments. But anyway, she walks up. Oh, Voltel, good morning. Hello, how are you?
Morning. I would like to talk to you if you wouldn't mind.
Well, that's what I was coming over here for. I saw you're all awakening for the day and preparing your morning meals. I thought I would come over and see if y'all needed anything at all, really.
So that offer that you gave us, would it still extend if there was only 2 that wanted to go?
Just kind of pull back, a little concerned face. I thought your gearhearts were sticking together. I thought you were talking about starting your own crew of sorts. What has changed?
People's views on what is right and what is wrong. Also, the objectives that most of us have.
Huh. Well, I'd love to hear more about it. She'll just keep walking over towards the rest of the group having breakfast.
I give her an omelet as she comes up.
Oh, thank you. This looks delightful. Go ahead and make a cooking utensils check.
With advantage. I was helping before.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I set up everything for you.
Alright. What is this again? Wisdom, fucking... We'll just do
With
straight
proficiency,
wisdom.
because you're cooking utensils proficient.
Ha ha ha! I need new dice. Not very good. So, 4...
How about a rough roll there, eh?
4, 5... So, a solid 10.
Alright, nothing all that special about it, but, you make prairie dog omelets. Oh,
This is not fucking god-awful.
No, this looks delightful. Thank you. I wasn't expecting a meal, but this is nice.
It's made from prairie dogs and eggs. Nom, nom.
I've never had prairie dog omelets before, so I'll give it a try.
Neither have I.
As she kind of saunters over to the rest of your group, holding onto her plate of omelets. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Gearhearts. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
As she
Morning.
comes over
Morning.
and says good morning, I would like to leave and go back in the tower.
All right, fair enough.
I grab her by the cuff of her shirt.
I will sit down with my back facing the group.
So, I've been talking with your smaller compatriot here. Voltel tells me that the agreement from yesterday was not necessarily nullified, but amended. You are not all coming to join Captain Veronica's crew. Just a handful of you.
The agreement was we'd think on it. We thought on it, and for whatever reason, at least a couple of us seem to think they're replaceable. But no, not all of us think we should join up. No offense, of course. It was a lovely dinner, had a great time and all of it.
Well, the deal was for all of you. And the deal was for all of you to be together. If I was only to take a certain hand select few, I can't necessarily guarantee you will all be together who do decide to come. Well, let me just figure this out. Who exactly all is looking to join?
I raise my hand.
I raise my hand.
Interesting. Not, as she kind of like gestures over towards Alona. I'm guessing probably not. Alright. Well, I hope you can only appreciate my curiosity as to the splitting of your party, if it was. That was not my intention to, just kind of looking around the group and seeing a lot of befuddled faces here this morning. My purpose was not to break up the band, as they say. I was merely extending an offer.
Ugh.
It's more of us, well, at least my mindset of us expanding our allies. And not destroying rocks that have been turned over, because I am technically not associated with the Glory Hounds.
Yeah, makes sense. You don't need to make a clean break if there is nothing to break in the first place. That makes sense.
I'm here to look after the kid.
Well, Well, this is not what I expected. She's gonna make a roll.
Pulls out a Gatling gun and just guns us all down.
Mhm. She's gonna look around, and as she kind of takes in Alona's back turned, and Volt and Styx speaking up, and Frey obvious discern, and Jill serving breakfast. I don't know how exactly to read Percy. She's a tough cookie.
Being that she's right now currently
Being
just a
that she is
chair,
a
yes.
Looking around the group,
And she's back. She's no longer a chair.
What a magic trick. Give her a
Alright.
handful.
Hey!
Hey.
As we're sitting here,
Talking about I'm standing. I'm very short.
just top level thought. Volt.
Mhm.
What are you thinking about over there?
Getting allies, making a team, having an airship.
And Frey?
This is a fucking awful idea. I hate that they keep doing this. Stop it.
Jill?
These eggs taste pretty good.
Uh-huh. Styx?
The usual protect, fault, and death to anyone that hurts him.
Okay. Ilona?
This is not what I came back for.
And Percy.
Mental chess against the captain.
As she kind of takes in the group, looking over everyone, she well, I'm not the one to break up families. This seems like there's something else going on here amongst you all that, to be quite honest, Captain Veronica is not really needed to be a part of. So, we can part as friends. No ill will towards everyone. Malkin got her grievances off of her back, be as though it may. That's not exactly the outcome she was expecting, but if our paths cross in the future, hopefully they are in the best of terms. And thank you for the breakfast. What
Frey
did
just
this-
kind of nods slowly, a little suspicious, but go with it.
On behalf
Insight
of
check.
the what's that?
Insight check.
Ah, yeah, go ahead, sure.
Just cause. Strict. That would be a 27
Okay.
or 19.
What are you trying to incite?
Whether she's actually willing to let us go and part as friends. That bit's true.
With that insight, what you're gathering from this so far is that doesn't seem like she said. It doesn't seem like there's really any ill will or ill intentions or anything. It's just she's about to thank you for the breakfast and just turn around and head off.
Oh, one moment. He pulls out a duskwood and proffers it. As for Faye, she forgot to take it last night.
She'll take the bottle from you. We'll be sure to pass on the message. Well, on behalf of the Black Crescent Moons, I will leave you to your day. Till we meet again. And she'll just head back to the ship. Looking sassy as she does it. Just a nice little hip sway with her silken robes.
Alright, that settles that. When are we leaving? As I finish up the eggs I was eating.
The rest of the morning is yours, guys. If you guys aren't really doing necessarily anything else, after about an hour or so, you're going to start to hear the familiar sounds of the turbines of the Cloud Runner start to engage. And after a brief moment of dust kicking up to the side, the grass of the open fields here starts to part ways and starts to pull away from the ship as it just starts to slowly hover and elevate off the ground. And just starts to elevate up into the sky. Higher, higher, higher. And for anyone who's paying attention,
My passive is not high enough.
from where you guys are currently now, it starts to head in a it's kind of like southeastern kind of approach, kind of this direction, until it just vanishes off into the not necessarily horizon, just the southern landscape.
Okay.
Leads you to your morning.
If she does become an enemy, I want that ship.
I don't think she will, but yeah,
Contingencies.
we should get going.
There goes a possible eye off into the sunset. Starts packing my stuff up.
All right. Are you guys doing anything else on this is morning of day 6? No? Fantastic. Cool.
Nope.
All right.
Quietly seething and prepping to leave.
Fantastic. Who would like to lead the Mechstangs on your journey? I need a leader to roll a survival
I
check.
will do it.
Okay.
I'm good at that. Usually. Oh, that's way better. That will be 27.
No complications. You guys will continue on your southeastern journey towards Imbric. Unless you guys want to do anything else, that will be the end of day 6.
At the end of the day, I'll start. Well, Nah, we'll do it in the morning. We'll do training in the mornings. So
Morning
Alona,
training.
for the foreseeable future, Alona and I will take the last ship for watching stuff.
Okay.
If that's what she wants to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I just looked at the map again. Gosh damn it, dude. All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to work on? You have approximately 8 days or so of travel to get to the city of Imbric. I hear
You have my
Jill-
list of projects.
Okay. Jill and Ilona are going to spar and practice every morning. Percy's working on some things.
I'm
Volt,
still scrying.
what are you going to scry on?
The same people. Just check in with family and see where some allies are.
Anytime you check with the Deimos, pretty much the answer you keep getting from him is, how far away are you? When can you get here? You can keep
Well, it's
relaying
scrying.
back.
I see them. I don't get messages.
I thought. Oh no, Ilona has the texty thingy. Sorry.
Yeah.
She's not texting, she's spying.
I am.
Go ahead and roll just a straight d20 for me there, real quick, Percy.
Also, whenever we stop, like the horses to
17.
recharge, I'll probably look for like stuff to add to my spices so things don't start tasting the same.
Go ahead and make a survival check.
Those are good at that. That's not a very good roll, but it's plus 11, so 20.
Okay. And what'd you get, Percy?
17.
About day 10 into the journey, so, about 4 days out or so. The one time that you scry on your brother Deimos,
Mm-hmm.
you see him having a conversation with the Earl.
Oh no.
kind of like a mid to afternoon scry. You know, kind of one of those.
Mhm.
With scrying, you can switch over to visual and audio, right? Or is it just visual? I always forget that.
You can do one or the other at a time,
Or is that
but you can switch between them at
Or is
desire.
that clairvoyance?
Hang on.
Oh, actually.
Trying.
I feel like scrying is just
The end here. A
See it here.
particular
Okay.
creature you choose that is on the same plane as you. Blah blah blah. Yep.
All right, if you do switch over to audio,
Yeah, it's clairvoyance you switch between.
the basic conversation you get on that 10th day
Mhm.
is Deimos is hourly accusing the Earl of deception of the city of Imbric, and you can see in the scry he's like kind of out in front of all the houses. You can see there's like a smallish crowd gathered around them as your brother's laying into the Earl. And when you switch over to the audio again, the visual fades out, but you can now hear Deimos's basically accusing him of
You're a fucking twat.
yeah, you're not gonna get away with this, and
Fuck you.
yeah, kinda, yeah. I mean, in all intents and purposes.
I mean, probably more flowery language, but basically,
Oh, we lost
fuck
somebody. Oh,
you.
they came
You're a
back.
fucking liar. You caused a lot of destruction. Blah 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 blah.
Somebody moved.
It was Kayla.
After seeing that, I'm gonna go to Alona. Have you messaged Deimos yet today?
No.
Nice rolling.
Can you send a message to him?
I'll just hand her my device.
Fantastic. Thank you. How does it work? I haven't actually seen you play with it.
Yeah, so you just push the buttons that look like letters and type out a message. That blank when there's a space.
The letters are
25
spaced.
words.
Is it like a regular keyboard like we have, or is it fucking like A B C D E F G?
No, the letters E, L, O, and A are right next to each other, and that's how it starts.
Nice.
Makes all the sense.
Does it send in real time, or is there a button to push up the end?
No, so at the end you just push that. It's just the little trigger on the
Fantastic.
side.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you. I gotta figure out what to send. So Deimos, it's Percy. I need an update. If you must send it as multiple days messages, do so. I think it's less than 20.
Okay.
And how much longer are we going to be? Like,
Well, if nothing happens between these 4 days, you got another 4 days before you get there.
okay. ETA 4 days.
Perfect.
That'd
Okay,
be-
that works.
What
Update.
spices and foodstuffs do I find after you do the update thing?
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, let me finish that first.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. It's fine. Don't let me forget. With the response, you would get. Made a scene today in the square. Probably not the best idea. Let emotions get away from me. This is not my...
Forte.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Forte. Public speaking. There we go. It's 25.
I was groomed for this.
He's a leader on the field of battle. He's not a leader in politics.
Except Deimos was supposed to be the leader in politics.
Not no.
He was the heir.
Well, yeah, but Dad's better at it. Put it that way.
That is true.
Except he's not because he's dead, so he's really bad at it.
Wow. Wow.
Fuck you, sir.
You don't know that.
I don't.
I mean, Percy believes it, but still, fuck you. Okay. Noted.
So what spices do I find? Anything that's not just grass?
What did you roll? You rolled pretty high. You rolled like a 20.
And just roll the flat 20. A dirty 20, as they call it.
Let's see.
Because I need to add more spices and replenish spices. Otherwise, everything's going to taste like unseasoned meat, which is awful. For, like, regular
That's
people.
a good one. Nettles?
I have a human.
You ever have nettles before?
No, it sounds funny.
Here.
Is it Nettle?
Boop. There you go.
Is it in the... Oh, it's in the... Ah!
There you go.
And I'm gonna side note here, just start spending some time. I'll summon my mount, gonna be my lizard man, my favorite, and just practice riding around on him, just to
You do. You
flavor
know
a character choice here.
Yeah.
Yep.
What would you like to practice?
For the most part, I'm just kind of practicing riding it comfortably for long periods of time, various maneuvers going up and down walls and such, see what I need to do, where I need to place my equipment in order to easily reach weapons and such while on the move and all that jazz.
Okay. You were also practicing something before.
Was I?
Mm-hmm.
No, we were trading before, but I think that's about it.
Yeah, it's about the only thing I recall, and I think I'm set from there.
We were trading because he had no magic powers.
Yep.
No,
Now
was
he
training
does.
with he was training with Balthazar for something, like training him to do tricks and shit.
I was just teaching him like some basic tricks, yeah.
Play dead. Fetch.
All right.
Die for me.
You had a lot on there, so you want to, I mean, practice riding long distances isn't necessarily something you'd have to roll for, considering you're riding for 14 days. So we'll just say,
Pretty much.
maybe you probably get the gist of it by the end of 2 weeks.
Yeah. This is more just flavor for a feat I'm thinking about taking later.
Fair enough. In terms of stowing weapons and things, it's a long enough trip. I'll say you can roll animal handling with advantage on that one. It's a long trip.
Okay.
How's Alona's training go every morning?
So for that, I need you guys to roll. We're gonna have Ilona roll. So you guys are doing it the whole rest of the way, so that's 8 days of it.
Yep.
So Ilona, go ahead and roll athletics with advantage, acrobatics with advantage, and Jill, you go ahead and roll your wisdom check with advantage.
For athletics, that's another natural 20.
Jesus, holy shit! Okay, all right, that's
She
amazing.
feels like she needs to prove herself.
Just trying to get buff.
Acrobatics, it's 15.
Okay.
17.
All right. So 17.
Plus 1.
Ilona,
So 17.
yeah, 20. And what'd you get on the other one? You said a 15. And then Frey, 19. Animal handling. Okay.
17 wisdom, not the 15. I think, what does Alona have, 16? I don't know.
Nat 20 and a 15, right? For your acrobatics? Ilona?
Alona.
15.
Alright, cool. Alright, all things noted. Cool, cool, cool. With your 19, Frey, I wrote that down as well. So, I'm kind of making a lot of notes about things you guys are doing, and then we'll formulate what that all means.
Alright, sounds good.
Cool, cool, cool. Styx spends his days in silence drinking, practicing
The nights
forms until he passes out.
Does Alona, like, regret having to wake up every morning, jog, do push-ups, stretch?
Oh, 100%,
Fight?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but probably by the
Especially-
by the last day, she's come up with her own theme music. That she sings to
Yes.
herself constantly. So
Okay.
Yeah, I just like the image of you being a little bit bruised, and then you have to get onto a horse and ride for 6 hours.
yeah, no, she's not enjoying it, but you gotta do it. Your girl's gotta do what she's gotta do.
There's no giving up on this, by the way. We're gonna do this every fucking day.
The hardest part is just
Yeah,
to get
for sure.
started. Once you get started and get into the routine,
God, that's so true.
that's where the magic happens. All right. Volt, are you doing everything with these 8 days?
Yeah, I wrote it under Styx's.
Practice sword training with you and reading, but doesn't drink. Doesn't drink? You've had your first taste of the breezy freeze.
Yeah, he's good.
The devil's spittle.
If you're gonna train with Styx with
I'm just mimicking him.
okay. You want to roll like a performance check to see how well you mimic?
Sure. 16.
All right. 16. Performance. Mimic. Styx. Okay. And Styx, go ahead and roll like just a roll a Constitution saving throw, since you're training until you pass out. Drinking and fighting and
That's a total 19.
fighting and drinking. Drink fighting. Alright, cool. Alright guys, is there anything else you guys want to do before you get back to the city?
I think we're fine. Maybe. I got what I want to do. I'm trading somebody.
Okay.
I'm eating cooking stuff. That's fun.
Alright.
How many more grenades do I make?
A bajillion.
Yeah, can I just say I have 50 of each now?
50 of each? That's a little high. What kind are you making? Because that depends on how many you can make.
So I'm out of shrapnel. I need at least a few of those.
Okay.
I'm also out of acid. So if we keep using the jug,
Alchemy jug.
then I can restock on that.
Yeah.
So those are the priorities. And then
I want to make poison to mix poison too.
I'm working on that, like a noxious cloud kind of thing.
Yeah, so right now I would say that I'll let you do one of two things.
Mm-hmm.
Since this is a pretty long trip. You could either make more of your tier 1 grenades, which is fire, piercing, lightning, acid, or not make any, but unlock tier 2, which would be cold, poison, thunder.
Unlock tier 2.
Unlock tier 2. Okay, cool. So
Maybe we
Do
can
I
make
get any
honey.
by unlocking it, or is this just finishing the
roll a
blueprints?
tinker's check.
Okay.
You can make the. You can use like the alchemy jug to make honey and make a honey grenade. I don't know how useful that would be.
Could be.
Only if we then
Down.
have like
Sticky.
a ant jar that we throw or something.
You get sticky.
Should I roll right?
Yep, tinker. What did I say? Tinker's roll.
Tinkers. 18.
Oh goodness, where to begin? Growing up in a bunker alone with only her father and her mechanical dragon, Misfit, Ilona Lewin often felt isolated and alone for the first 24 years of her existence. Forbidden from venturing into the apocalyptic wasteland she was told lay beyond the bunker door, she often dreamed of having her own adventures. After her father left one day and never returned, she had no choice but to leave home and was enthused to discover the world that she thought had been destroyed was so alive. There was so much beauty, so much wonder, so many new friends to meet, and Ilona wasn't going to waste any time. She set off with nothing but her father's coat and her mechanical best friend to find answers to so many of the questions she had. Did bees really have leaves? What did the ocean look like? I wonder if there are actually fish larger than dragons, like I've read about. There were so many adventures to be had. So why had her father locked her away and kept her from knowing such a wonderful and magnificent place filled with so many great people? Ilona made friends with anyone she had even half a conversation with, but soon found herself closely bonded with a group of adventurers training to be part of the Glory Hounds, a marvelous skill that she had already accidentally sort of stumbled into. But she is officially a member. Probably. Choosing to stay with these gearhearts, Ilona soon began to learn that this world was not as perfect as she first thought it to be. So many friends in this world would lie and hurt people. There was a darkness to the world that even she couldn't avoid seeing. But never fear, this girl was raised on fairy tales, stories where monsters were always slain, good always triumphs over evil, and the heroes always stand victorious. It's going to take a lot more than evil plots and devious villains to make Ilona, regret ever leaving that bunker.
Freylost Akra has always been a strong-minded sort, even from his early days among the orphans abandoned at the gates of Grimjaw's compound. He was hand-selected to undergo training to become an elite shock trooper under the God, Tyr, to maintain order throughout the known lands. He maintained this reputation during his training, holding a standing record for returning other platoons as lost flags, as well as a record for the most successful captures on training missions and the most, disciplinary paperwork for refusal of orders. He was an excellent shock trooper with a bit of a mind of his own, and may have risen high among those of lofty ideals were it not for that day. That fateful day, wherein he was ordered to take part in the summary execution of a small village of reformed criminals for not more than seeking a better life than the one levied upon them by the prisons they had slowly broken free of. You see, while the rest of his squad saw hardened criminals, Freylost saw people trying to make the most of what they had, far away from any who could come to harm for it. While the rest of his squad fell too, Freylost fell away, off into the wilds until he hit a point where he could run no more, drifting off into sleep. In his dreams, he was made an offer, a chance to understand why the world behaved the way it did, why it could be so brutal, so unforgiving, and more importantly, how he could change it. All he need do was step away from his home and squad, and continue seeking power under the guidance of this new force. He awoke with an unfamiliar mask, an unfamiliar guide, and an all too familiar need to take action.
Well, hello there. Name's Jill Ashwood Tick. My friends call me Jill. I'm a lizard folk, as you can plainly see, and this here is my introduction. I was born in what most Soskins called the Savage Swamplands. I, however, called it home, till I was run out for hunting too much. Ugh, bunch of bull. They were just jealous I was better at hunting than them. Where was I? Oh yeah, left swamp. Yeah, I left the swamp. Eventually found myself in the company of some soft-skinned mercs. They needed some muscle. I obliged. Spent a long time with them. Grew fond of them. And then one day, they died. A rival company, the Red Buzzards, thought we were moving in on their turf. So, they killed all of them. Except me. Thought they could make a spectacle of me. So they sent me over to an arena to fight forever till I died. I wasn't happy with this. So, one day, during a really nasty riot, I snuck out and escaped. I got nicked on the way out though, so I had to lay low for a few months while that healed. Eventually, when I was good and ready, I heard rumors of a new merc company opening up in Azeros, so I made my way there to hide myself among them, gather some strength and information, so I can kill me some red buzzards. And that's how I met the Glory Hounds.
Oh, hi. I was told to introduce myself. I'm Voltao, a 15-year-old storm chaser. My friends call me Volt. I got the nickname because I like storms. I know, shocking, right? Did I get that pun right? Was that okay? Was that good? Okay, good. Well, I'm from a small island named Akari in the Sea of Radiance. My home is known for elementals fighting off the coast every 10 years.
I was on the beach for one of these fights, watching a giant snake made of clouds fighting a water elemental. After that, I was hooked. It made me want to become a storm chaser. So I headed to the mainland to see if I could find any other storms that aren't on my island. Some people tell me I get excited when I talk about storms, but what can I say? They're so cool. I really hope that I can find other people who like storms. Yeah, like crazy storms, like when the wind blows from a cold to a hot and makes a tornado that can destroy an entire village by just going through it. Wait, we're out of time? No, but it was just getting good.
Styx ain't had the easiest lives, but what he has lived through has made him the goblin he is today. He was born and raised in this tiny village situated in the forest that surrounds the Shadowvale Mountains. Life was peaceful until the night the heroes came to visit and threw his life into darkness. Alone and afraid in a world he didn't understand, he sought shelter in the only place he could find, the ruins he had heard about as a child buried deep within the Shadowvale Mountain. Just one problem with that: the ruins weren't empty. The years passed filled with pain, fear and solitude until he was rescued by his now closest friend Kylar. This fateful day would change Styx's life forever. He was no longer alone in the world. He had friends, he had a family, he had a cause to fight for. Styx is now a blood hunter and a member of the Claret Order, those who fight against the darkness and the things that would use the darkness as a weapon. His training now complete, he has decided to travel and expand his knowledge of the world and the secrets it hides. Eventually, his travels led him to Lower Azaro and the guild hall of the Glory Hounds. Little did Styx know that this one act of accepting work would have such a big impact on his life. Styx now has some new comrades and new friends to explore the world with, and new ways to look at the world. He has found a talent for magic he didn't know about, and through this magic, his familiar, Acheron. The shadows of his past are once again looming behind Styx, but Styx knows he has friends to help him. He ain't alone anymore, and he ain't afraid anymore. He's still the same goblin he's always been, but one thing he knows for sure. It's true what they say, mate. What don't kill you can scar you for life. But the drink helps.
Persephone Sharonford Vanderoth Kearney de Renard III, fourth child of Viscount Zephyros de Renard, daughter of the House of Blades. At your service. But don't let my good breeding fool you. My family not only rules Theros with the other three houses, but we also control its military. As a child, instead of playing with dolls and learning how to arrange flowers, like my sisters, I studied combat and tactics with my brothers, and I was rather good at it. Then I discovered engineering and constructed my first firearm, Requiem. Life was going well, until I overheard my parents discussing an arranged marriage for me. Having already been thoroughly disillusioned about the bliss that is usually associated with marriage, I did the only thing I could. Claimed I was going for a long visit with Great Aunt Rosalind in Upper Azeros, took the longer route by land, and remained in Lower Azeros instead. I calculated it would be around 2 months before anyone showed up looking for me, by which time I would be long gone, a false name hiding my trail. Unfortunately, I miscalculated. Far too soon I heard that my eldest sister, Calypso, was in town looking for me. My miscalculation, father's choice and agent, and the sudden discovery that a band of thugs have been seeking to kidnap Calypso left me less than ecstatic. I had little choice but to reveal my identity to my new allies, and escort my sister back to the safety of our estate in Imbric, hopefully drawing out the brigands in the process. So far, things are going about as well as everything else lately.
It's averaged.
18. All right. Do you want to? You just want to roll for new ones?
I mean, once I unlock tier 2, I just want to know if I make any of them.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll a 3d4.
3d4.
But tell me what each one of the numbers are in order.
D4s are hard to grab. I want to get the little crystal shaped ones. It'd be so much easier. Okay, so 1, 2, and 4.
Nice. So with the cold one, this one's a little different. Instead of actually having an AoE effect where it kind of explodes and hits things out, this one is more of a directional cone that when you throw it, it has like this mechanism that when it opens, it kind of like sprays out this cold mist in a 15-foot cone. So when you throw it, it's not just where you throw it, but also the direction that you want it to turn. With the poison ones,
Only use them against humanoids because every other monster is like immune.
with the poison ones, what that does is it doesn't. Hold on, I wrote it down. Gosh dang it, dude! I thought I could just remember it off the top of my head.
Well, that was your mistake.
I know. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me just look it up. There's so much in my fucking Google Drive, it's like ridiculous. All right. Oh no. Okay. So the poison one that's still just an AOE one. Never mind. The thunder one doesn't actually do any kind. Well, I'm sorry. It does less damage, but it can deafen people. And that's another AoE. So with the spray one, again, with all of your grenades, the give and take here is that they all do these different kind of cool things, but you can't, like, people with their spells can, like, target certain creatures, like, obviously not target your allies. The tricky part about your grenades is, unfortunately, it can hurt your friends, too. But the cold has the cone spray, the poison has the AoE, and then the thunder, although less damage, can, deafen a creature if they fail a constitution saving throw. So a little bit different for some of those. But yeah, instead of making a whole bunch of a shit ton of the other ones that you're already know how to do, now you have unlocked your tier 2 grenades, which is kind of fun. And now you can start working on tier 3. I don't have any cool sound effects of like bida-da-ding or anything like that. I'm sorry.
Did I make these?
Yeah,
or did I just
one cold, 2 poison, 4 thunder. That's what I wrote.
Okay, just double checking. Cool. Fantastic.
All right. Anything else? Volt, Frey, Geel, Styx, Percy, Alona. Okay, cool.
In comes that.
That's not right. Well, where the hell is it? I don't know. I'm just going to play this for now. I don't know. It's city music. Fuck it. Whatever. All right, cool. Gearhearts, you have traversed. I will not say the other thing. You have traversed your way from the Grim Mountains. 2 weeks of travel. Many different exploits along the way. Running into air pirates. Working on morning workout routines. Working on different tiers of grenadal weapon response. Lots of different things going on. Your mech things after this trip definitely are going to need some sort of repair. You're going to want to take them in somewhere.
Tune-up.
Spend a little coin, get a little tune-up action. Possibly to one of the depots in there. You could take it to the academy if you wanted to. As you start to, crest over the mountain, which you've done once before. However, that was via a centipede tow truck, if you recall, bringing in the train and the mech dragon. You crevasse over the top of this hill, and you see the city of Imbric, the jewel of Tharsdis. That's right. I have to remember that. Where do you guys want to go? What do you want to do?
Theris, it was.
Theris, that's it. Tharsdis, what I say? I had to
Close.
Theris. The jewel of Theris. To the south, you see, again, some of the smokestacks rising into the sky. You can see just barely off in the distance Imbric Island off to the side there, but you guys are back.
Should we drop off the horses at the academy and then go to your house, I think?
Yes. It's on the
Might
way.
be a better idea to just go there, really. We'll draw more attention, but honestly, if the people who are going to carry on around, they're going to see us anyway.
Fair.
I think our best ally here is more speed than stealth.
I wasn't really saying stealth. I just think these horses look kind of... I look at mine. How damaged does it look?
Again, from carrying multiple people on its back for 8-hour stints at end before recharging, and another 8 hours and 2 weeks of doing that, plus all the travel you've done leaving here, which, if you look at the map, 3 days, 4 days, that's a week, another 9 days, then another 14 on top. So you guys have been gone roughly a month since you've been out of the city limits here. So as you come back, I mean, at first glance, the city is right back to the hustle and bustle. In fact, one of the other things that you'll see is, if you recall, when you left here from the interplanetary invasion from the Abyss, a lot of the shops have slowly started to come back. Some of the dinosaurs are walking around. You don't see Charlie, but you do see some of the other dinosaurs making their market appearance. Almost said it. Okay, but
Saved yourself.
so close.
If we bring the horses to the academy, I can fly us to the house really fast.
All right.
Yeah,
That sounds good.
Faster than the horses can go.
Yeah, works well enough then.
Let me bring up.
I guess the maintenance time wouldn't hurt.
It's been a,
Although I
it's
really
been-
should learn just how to do that.
It's been a while.
I
since
can-
we've had this
I can
map
teach
pulled
you.
up.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Been a
Yeah, we'll have to do
while. This is a
Until
black
you
square.
know 100%, not just think you know, but actually know how to fix these, you will need supervision.
Well, yeah, I need to work on my suit.
Thanks, Mom.
I just see a black square. Is anyone else?
I'm
seeing-
getting there. I'm getting there.
What a-
Considering all the other mishaps we have had,
Oh god, the city's just a giant hole now.
half of you
Oh
are
God, it's all
technologically
gone.
challenged.
It also lifted up into the sky.
No, he
Oh,
has the muscles to do
no.
it.
He does, but
I'm also not literally 4. I understand I'm again not the most technologically adept, but I'm also not the one who tends to break things usually that I don't intend to break.
Oh. Are you looking at Jill?
Just don't.
He's
let
No,
not
just
things
casually
broken
avoiding
for
looking
me.
at anybody.
Oh wow, there's still text on here. Forgot about that.
Yeah, all the doodles.
They stay. They stay.
There's a large stick man.
I don't know where the stickman came from.
There's Volt's
Attack
maybe
the
dead
city.
ex-girlfriend's house, who is actually now a very dead ex-girlfriend, so we can just remove the maybe at this point.
There we
You
go.
just like draw a line through it. Don't
Anyway.
actually delete the.
Oh,
name.
yeah, I'll do that.
right now. Yeah, cool.
A second here.
So, if you recall, the academy is down over
Stupid.
here. You guys can certainly drop off. The Mextang's on your way.
Yeah. We'll say hi to that gnome guy that I don't remember the name of.
Bro.
That is not bro.
Yeah, I gotta talk to the doc too.
There we go. Hey, Feeks.
What do you guys want to do?
We're gonna go drop off the stuff, and is the professor around?
You guys can certainly go try to find him if you'd like.
All right, I'm gonna go knock on his window.
Yeah, good enough.
Like you're gonna
Not
fly.
taking the elevator.
like
Yeah, I'm
fly
gonna
up?
take. Yeah, straight up.
Okay. The outside window?
Mm-hmm. Where I jumped from when we had the battle.
Oh yeah. No, okay. So the inside where there's the open area that looks down over the rest of the academy, like when you came up through there, and is that
Yeah,
what you're
you
talking
said
about?
it. You said in his room. It was a big room in the open. The elevator went into his room. He had the desk, and then behind him was a window that opened up
Right.
and
yeah.
looked outside.
It wasn't
Yeah, that part.
necessarily. It's not necessarily a window. It's just open that looks down into the. You can go
Okay,
there. You
then
just
yeah,
fly
I'll-
up
Like
in
a
yeah.
there.
balcony.
Yeah.
Like an open air balcony. Yeah, there you go.
Mhm.
Yeah, sure. As you fly up in there, standing in the middle of the room is a professor, and
A professor or the professor?
oh yeah, he definitely does not notice you at all. To answer your question, Persephone, I mean,
course
you
he
can
doesn't.
scry him if you want.
He was one of those that I was scrying on. He was on the list.
Okay, what day would you like to scry on real quick? I'll retcon that real quick.
He's included in the everyday.
In the everyday? All right.
See him on the toilet multiple times.
Nice.
Just the timing is just awful.
And what's the
'cause he
DC
take
for that?
Gazillion.
I think it's either 15 or 17.
15? 14? 17. That might actually be 17, actually.
She did I write it down in here? Oh, no. D&D Beyond.
Well, you rolled pretty good except for the
Place.
last one. So, like, towards the end of your trip, the cloud inside the orb finally separates as you look towards Kylar. And
Knew it!
you see him in a bar, kind of have his feet propped up on a table. There's some sort of tankard on the table in front next to his feet. And as he's laying there, he has this book, kind of like opened up across his book, just kind of across his chest, just kind of sitting there. And as you watch him for a little bit, he just has his eyes closed. He's just kind of like rocking back and forth. Looks like he's thinking. He opens his eyes towards the end of your scry, and he looks towards his book and starts to read it. And it looks like he has some sort of epiphany or something as he starts to write something in the book.
He's got a death note.
Oh, love notes to you.
Maybe.
He's drawing up sketches for the wedding invitations.
It's poetry. Definitely poetry.
Kylar and Percy. Sounds good. No, Percy and Kylar. No, Kylar and Percy. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Oh, totally.
She'll fight me. We'll fight for it. Yep, it just looks
That would be
he's-
very on brand.
You
Do I
can,
get any sign of where he
yeah, you can
is?
make a history check.
Okay. There's my history 10.
Nah, it's not really. Nah, it's
Okay.
default tavern that he's in. It's not really a good angle to see the rest of it.
It's generic.
Generic default tavern.
Disappointing. Okay.
Hold on. I will say, towards the end of that scry, you see a barmaid come up to the side. Again, don't really get a good visual on her, but you see that there's some sort of conversation between the two of them, and he does kind of like wave her off a little bit, and then goes back to drinking and writing back in his book before the clouds kind of coalesce and converse on themselves.
I ship it so friggin' hard.
I think everybody does.
Ah!
Didn't even try to hit on the random barmaid. He's smitten.
Or he's
kinda-
just too distracted by whatever he's doing.
Shoes her away a little bit, looks like.
Smitten.
So,
Intersmitten.
back to the city of Imbric. Volts, as you fly up to the open air balcony and land, you hear the professor and see him working on some sort of large metallic contraption. Almost like fills the room. He's like working on kind of like the lower like hip area of some sort of like metal contraption.
Well, I'm in the Volt Buster.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Doc.
Ah! What is going on? Who are you? What is happening?
Oh, sorry.
Ah! He
Takes
kind of
my
like
helmet.
jumps behind the thing and like peers out from the side. Help! Help me!
Wow. Okay. Settle.
Oh,
I take off my helmet.
Oh! Oh!
God, you panics fast.
Well, you scared me. I didn't even know you were there. Hold on.
You have an open balcony. It's like an open door policy, right?
That's true. Like,
You technically don't have a door.
I
It's an
have no
elevator.
defenses.
Yeah.
Well, typically people don't just come barging in trying to attack me from.
Well, they take the elevator.
Right,
so, like-
right. Yeah, I know where it's typically coming
Yeah.
from.
Yeah. So there's no door on that. If somebody comes up, they just come up.
Welcome back, Vault. He just kind of runs over, and as he's like hugging your like Hulkbuster outfit, you
Yeah.
hear this. Ting, 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 ting. He can't but like instinctively help but like touch
Oh.
knobs and gears and things.
Do you like?
Sorry,
Do you
sorry.
like?
I can't tell myself. I was tinkering with your. My bad.
That's fine. I'm gonna need some help with it too. But we also brought back the horses.
Wait, I was going to
they-
say, where is everyone? Where's Persephone? Where's the rest of
Do
the
you
gang?
do you want to go see them?
Of course.
Okay, I pick him up. Hold on.
Ah!
And I'll just jump down.
Ah, no, don't. I have an elevator. As you go flying.
This is faster.
Ah! As you're just flying through the rest of the academy, you see some of the people from different balconies like looking over towards you. You see like dwarves pulling in, like pouring an acid or something off to the side.
Is it the naked guy?
Going in the vial. Make a perception check.
It's the one guy.
Looking for the apron gnome.
Of course, that's a natural 20 for a 31.
Naked lad.
As you're flying down, you'll see.
Of course, it's for a naked
like,
person.
You know, again, in a similar twitching form that you've seen before, kind of walking and twitching and talking to himself right down below, just walking on the first floor. You notice him easily enough. Nat 20 ass, just little gnome ass right there. As you're like,
How is he still at the school?
He has his ways.
He got tenure.
What do you want
So-
to talk to him? No,
I don't.
Flying through, but you do easily fly by, see him.
It's not just a place to learn, it's also like just experiments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like-
just cover the cheeks.
Open air
Just
experiments. He's got an apron on. He's fine.
all right. So I'll find the group and land.
Okay. Where are you guys at? Are you guys just outside waiting, or?
I mean,
Wherever the stable-ish kind of
It's in the basement.
workshop that we can leave the horses in.
All right. As you guys are just kind of hanging out towards the front door with the Mustangs waiting to be taken in for service, you'll hear this. Ah! And you see, you hear before you see the familiar sounds of the professor before Volt just kind of lands in the Volt Buster.
Oh, I think I found him.
Put me down!
Put him down.
Oh, oh, ah. I am not made for flying. The ground is safer. Oh.
You sure about that? You're kind of small.
Okay.
Look pretty
Percy,
light. That's like perfect for
He just
flying.
doesn't even pay attention to everybody and runs over towards Percy.
All right, rude. I get it, but rude.
I don't give you a hug.
I'll hug him back. Glad to see you haven't blown yourself up.
I mean, not yet. No, not yet. I mean, it's not really like a life goal or anything, or to not to blow myself up. That's on the playbook. Yeah, not to blow myself up. But he kind of looks around the group. You're all still here. That's great. I haven't seen you for so long. There was the invasion, and then you guys came back to say about your farewells, and then you left, and it's my gosh, it's almost been like a month now.
yes.
Sure.
He looks over towards Jill. What is that? He looks over towards your leg and just instinctively starts to tinker and tap and look at it.
It's a leg.
Well, no, I can see that, but it's not like your normal leg.
Well,
No, unfortunately,
it is now.
cut that off.
This is interesting work. Who did this? As he sort of like opens some of the hatches, he like just pulls open the hatch where the beef jerky is. Oh! Just pulls out one. Doesn't even ask. Just starts to pull. Okay. Just keeps going.
Jill doesn't remember his name. That's for sure. He just knows him as the guy that helped him, so
I mean, that's
Jill's
fair.
not out there. Ah,
Jin, right?
Yeah, Dr.
Yeah, it was
Jin.
Jin. Dr. Arjun.
Yeah. Dr. Jin.
Oh, a doctor.
Yeah.
I've not heard of this name before. Where exactly did you get this work done? What happened to your leg? Why do you have Why do you have a new one?
there was a bug. It got in there. Couldn't get it out right, so I
That's
had
gross.
to chop it off.
That's wicked. You what? You cut off
Yeah,
your
he
own
did it
leg?
himself. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
cut off his own leg with a dagger. It was incredible.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. Rather just eat the leg than the rest of me, so.
Okay, fair point. As he stands up and looks away from the leg, he looks towards the rest of the group, kind of does a quick scan. What's going on? Why all the long faces? Something happened while you were gone?
Well, there's something back home with the house.
Gotta deal with people here.
You probably haven't been to the square and heard anything.
There's been lots of reparations and renovations here at the academy. I haven't really gotten out much, no. Why? What's going on? Do you all want to come inside, or here? Let's take your stangs. They look terrible. As he kind of like looks over some of them, they're all beaten and battered and muddied and just like parts of some of the bolts are he can't help but just like go over and just like screw a bolt back into place. These are terrible. Hold on. Let's one thing at a time. You guys can
All right.
take them in. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's going on? What's happened?
So, how much do you want to be privy to that might be dangerous information?
Should this conversation not happen outdoors? Shall we go back to my laboratory, or?
Probably.
Ideally.
He looks over towards Vold. Follow me to the elevator.
I turn off the suit.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Walk back in through the academy to the elevator. You notice that although the gears are still there on the back side of the elevator, some of the glass is kind of cracked on the inside, some of the doors. Again, there's still a lot of people working on things in here, but there's also some different Warforged walking around, still kind of putting some of the blocks back into place where parts of the academy may have been, exploded or attacked during the invasion. But as you guys go back into the laboratory, well, hold on. Give me one moment. See, he looks down towards his familiar wristwatch, and it's been so long since I've had to. I think it might be this one. Click, and as he clicks it, like those two on both sides of the fireplace, those two like Matonatons on the side, just no, I don't need you two idiots. Hold on, and he clicks the buttons. And they kind of roll back into the.
Hey, you made any more of those like really big ones that we beat the fuck out of last time?
I mean, there are a couple still down in the training fields.
No, but like, did you make more, like stronger, better?
Well, I mean,
Faster,
I took notes from
stronger?
our previous engagements. I mean, but unfortunately, I haven't been able to do anything with that.
So what have you been doing?
You kind of like
That's
look
it.
as you look around the laboratory. Again, lots of things in the academy are still being fixed, being renovated on.
I guess it did kind of have like an apocalyptic invasion.
That we
Is
did.
the big dragon heart still out?
Not gonna lie, I just figured you guys would have just kept making weird shit in it despite the mess.
From your perception check, no, you don't see the dragon heart anywhere. Here it is. Okay, this one. Boop. And as he pushes a button, you guys all hear this. As in all four corners of the area of this laboratory, you see these almost like Tesla-like coils come out from the four different corners of the room. And as they start to spark up and you hear the humming sound of the activation with the energy start to flow through them. All right, we should be fairly safe in here for conversation.
All right. So, the apocalyptic invasion was part of a plot by followers of Loth, and it seems the House of Rhodes is involved in that.
How do you mean?
And
What do you mean involved? Involved in the invasion?
and more, because well, you know how my parents haven't been as active lately. Mother was ill, father hasn't been seen lately. Yeah, father's missing. They were both kidnapped and replaced by doppelgangers, a demonic fiendish thing from mother, and father was a machine, very sophisticated machine. And they had been replaced for quite a while. And it seems that the House of Rhodes was behind that. And this whole marriage was to cause the invasion. So at least somebody in the House of Courts is also part of it, whether coerced or not, I'm not sure. But the House of Rhodes apparently is still scheming against the House of Blades.
Kind of like, as you're talking, he looks back towards his wristwatch and pushes a button. You see one of the familiar parts of the desk in the middle. A slide comes out for him to sit on as he kind of leans his elbow and starts to, a familiar sight starts to kind of groom and pet into his beard as he listens to you attentively. Who else knows of this information? You have any sort of evidence to, I guess, back this up?
We've gathered a little bit, not a lot.
We did? That's out of game. Because I don't remember evidence.
Well, we do know that the House of Rhodes put listening device on one of the Warforged from my house that we had named and enlightened. So they were spying on us. I believe we overheard a little bit that was suspicious. And while this is hearsay, we came across the Black Crescent pirates that claimed that the House of Rhodes and the Earl himself had sought to hire them to kidnap Calypso, which was another part of the mysterious goings on that we have been entangled with.
Kind of like, as he's still listening, he looks around the group. So, what is the plan moving forward? Are you planning to confront the Earl? I heard a couple days ago your brother made quite a stink in the town square, and
Yes.
there have been high tensions. Again, I have not witnessed it firsthand. I've just hearsay from some of the other Academianites in here.
Well, Deimos was the one that summoned us back, saying that know the situation, so I'm going to check in with him, find out what exactly the situation is, and go from there.
Can we just beat up a guy?
Political incident would only make him seem like a victim.
Can we challenge him to a fight? And then if we win, he just gives up.
Seems unlikely to be honored, for one.
He also probably would cheat.
Then we cheat.
So, the pirate lady, Veronica, gave us information that we can use.
All right, go on.
She said that she was hired by somebody from that place to...
The Earl.
Yeah, the Earls had kidnapped our sister.
All right, well...
I'll hold out Bubbles, and he'll play a 10-second recording of her saying, and then puts it away.
Do we know Bubbles could do that?
We do now.
I don't know. It's artificer stuff or cleric stuff or whatever stuff. Yeah, sure.
It's a spell.
But, okay, I was going to say, had he done that before? Okay.
He records. You guys see that he records books and stuff in there, too.
How long does Bubbles
10 seconds.
hold on to?
Oh, I could hold on to it forever.
Oh, thank goodness. The more we can gather of that, the better.
I'm looking for an important note.
We do like it when you find your important notes. Unless they're directly, a problem for us, in which case, please don't find that note.
No, it's important. All right. Well, first things first. So you have this recording, but you said this source is a what profession did you say she was again?
Pirates.
Okay.
But we know it's thin, but it's something, and if we can gather more information, more evidence.
There's more lid than thin.
Well, the only problem here is
I guess live.
what the next course of action is. I mean, what do you plan on doing? The Earl is just as important cog in the machine of this city as the other houses as well. So, to accuse someone of something to this magnitude of violence and betrayal upon the city, we need more than thin lines if this is your plan of action.
Can we just beat him up?
I'm aware.
It's so much
That's-
simpler.
I mean, you could
why-
certainly try to do that too. It's just that if you attack, and he looks towards Percy, you would know this as well. If you attack one house, the other houses will come to their aid. So it would be you against
Political
all the
incident, as I
houses,
said.
including the De Renards. So
Ah,
that would certainly
Okay.
lead to interesting conversations.
I mean,
we just fucking attack the guy. and
I really
Percy's
don't
like,
think it's a good idea to just beat on him in public, but when it comes down to it, if we can do it in a way that's not abjectly obvious, it's an option worth considering. However, I really don't think that'll solve the base issue here, that is essentially there are people in the city, at least one of which of a very high local rank, that is working with Lolth actively. That has to go further than just this house. I mean, we have proof it does with the whole wedding scenario too, so I think we really need to link up with your family. I nod to Percy. Find out what they find out while we were gone, and build a plan from there. Right now, we're not playing with all the information.
Exactly. Because something had to have happened that caused Deimos to call us back.
I'm sorry I can't be more of help. Like I said, I've been kind of preoccupied with trying to rebuild our walls here, and as much of the city is kind of, I guess, turning in on itself to make its own reparations, so I can only imagine really anywhere you go in Imbric is probably in the same boat, I guess.
All right.
I'm here to help you as best as I can. I just don't exactly know what I can do to aid you in this.
Keep your ear to the ground and have a few tricks up your sleeve just in case.
All right. Was there anything else fun you did while you were away?
Well, we tore his face off.
Yeah, literally.
I didn't want to necessarily pry or ask, but I was a little curious as to why your beautiful face is out.
Just evicted my deadbeat dad. Also, thank you. Wink.
And I couldn't help but notice too, but you look extremely different, Misfit, as he looks down towards your dragon dog with no wings, and it's a lot of the same pieces used over, but
Yeah, we sort of had an incident.
oh yeah, he's listening and petting Misfit at the same time. Gives him a wrench to chew on.
Perfect.
Kind of
Oh, we need
rolls
money.
over off into the corner and starts nibbling on the fucking wrench.
Forgot about that.
You guys need what?
Money.
Money.
Couldn't hurt. Well, I can certainly keep my ear out, but again, this is all just new information for me, so I don't know exactly what else I can do in this moment to help you all, but listening, okay. Listening. Kind of starts to like, alright.
I might have you look at the listening device that is on the Warforged later, see if together we can remove it.
Oh, we need to fix those guys.
Yes.
Now that I could probably help with. Where are they at?
I look at Alona with her weird coat thing.
I need a door.
She's got a magic door on the hidden.
We've been
behind it.
over this once already, if I remember correctly.
Right. I mean, you could probably just use that one, I guess.
Great. I'll use my key.
Yeah, you've used the key in this room before.
Yeah, and I'll walk in and try to catch the bucket.
Make a dex saving throw.
Like it's inverted, you get very wet.
22 investigation. 6 as you kind of walk around the edge of the balcony, kind of like rub your hand along the side and look down. Doesn't seem like there's any sort of peering eyes looking up in your direction. Just kind of glancing around. Seems pretty safe. Everyone's just kind of hustling, bustling, the normal academy atmosphere. 21 investigation. This contraption that he's working on, it's odd, Volt. It looks like a large, like almost like human suit. Similar to yours, but different. Like it's big and bulky, and it looks like it easily fit, a medium-sized sort of creature inside of it. But as you're kind of looking over, it doesn't seem to have any sort of mechanical, hydraulics or anything like that for movement. It actually looks more of a straight up and down, like statuette of a person. With a 21, I'll also say you kind of like look around and you can see that there is some sort of like open cavity inside, like someone could go inside of it.
I would.
What's that?
I would.
You want to try? Okay.
Yeah.
With the investigation check, I would say that you would also notice that there is like two sets of locks. Like if you this is standing up like this right now. What is that? Vertical, right? If you were to like tilt it so that it was horizontal, there's like two set of locks on the one side, almost like opening like an old suitcase. It has like two little latches that it like could open up. If you want to do that.
He just want to sit in it and get the feel of it.
Okay, cool. 14 was for, I forget what I was having loan roll for. I'm sorry.
Bucket of water
catching the
falling on your
bucket.
face.
Oh, catching a bucket of water.
Yeah.
I'll say that as you walk in, you kind of almost forget for a moment, but then instinctively put your hands up and just like catch it. A little bit of water kind of splashes you on the face, but yeah, you managed to catch it.
Cool. And then I'll fish around in the bottom of the bucket. Is there a healing potion down there?
Roll an investigation check.
Investigation. Bow wow wow.
While I thoroughly enjoyed that song, my dice did not. That's an 11.
11. Just a
Dang
whole
it,
bunch of
crab.
water.
You're welcome.
Alright, and I will stand back so the professor can go and get our friends.
Okay. So as he kind of looks
And then I'll
around,
close the door and lock the professor in there.
I want to live.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
He walks into the door and sees Bob and Dennison there and pulls them out, looks them over.
I'm gonna signal shh.
He puts his face like right next to it. Hello?
I'm gonna take my notebook and I'm gonna write out. They're listening through the device and recording it.
Oh man, the Earl's, he's such a great guy. As he's like starting to like pull open the chest cavity. You said it was Earl, right? You guys mentioned that, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
He starts to pull
Yeah, we
open the
did.
chest cavity with his investigation.
Would he get advantage? Because
Well-
the same person would point out where it is.
Yeah, we can figure out.
Yep. And as he opens the chest cavity, sitting right there inside of it, you see a very similar tubed recording contraption. It's gonna roll again.
You got this, Professor Layton.
Oh, okay. So the weather's so crazy now. As he starts to like push them back into the closet door. Yep. Oh, it might rain later. It's grab your umbrellas. Closes the door. Okay, you can turn them off or whatever you do. I could probably take those out, but risk them malfunctioning, perhaps not working. Is this an okay thing? You just want to get the recording devices out?
No, we want to preserve the Warforged.
Why?
Because
like
we
them.
adopted them.
Oh,
They
but
were
then
okay.
We
Oh,
don't,
that's
we don't leave them
adorable.
behind.
And they got brainwashed. Now they don't do anything.
Did you notice when we were here last how after the Warforged started saying things like names?
Yeah, they're still doing that.
Are
I
they?
had one that was going around naming every single one in the city. It was great.
I'm sure by now the Earl has stopped that. But these were Bob and Dennis. And they helped us.
Not great cooks, but they did help us.
Absolute terrible cooks.
And I was going to have them help me with my workshop when I finally built one.
I mean, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, no offense, it kind of looked like a lot of the Warforged in the city. Like, kind of like the standard, models, if you will. But, nevertheless, if they're important to you, they're important to me. So I will... you want to leave them here with me? I can try to work on them.
Just make sure that nothing is around them that can compromise us.
Okay. Looks over towards Alona. Could you maybe do that thing with the key thing again?
Open the door.
Okay. He just instinctively walks in.
Yep. Let it happen.
Does it already reset? Jeez, that's fast.
Every time.
Yeah, every time. As he walks in, he goes, "Ah!" And he just like dives out of the way as the bucket. You rolled a 19. Nice.
And is there a potion at the bottom?
Roll the investigation check.
Ah!
I help her. Damn it, it's too late.
Oh.
It's already rolled. What'd you get?
I got a 26.
Holy shit.
That's pretty good.
As he dives out of the way, you hear this clink clink as the bucket falls to the ground. A just regular old healing potion falls out. A common, right? Is that what they're called? Just a common healing potion?
That's
D4
probably
It's just called healing potion.
Yeah,
PD4
there's
plus
healing
2.
potions.
plus 2.
Yeah,
Are you
PD4
gonna
plus
roll
2.
Common.
it? There
It's
it
how,
is.
it's how many
4d4
dice.
plus
It's how many
4.
dice are in it.
It's the little baby one.
Yeah, it's how many dice are in the potion.
Kind of just
2d4
dives out of the way,
plus 2.
crumbles into both Bob and Dennis in the back. Ah! Oh gosh! Hold on! 1 moment! He's just like clink, messing up everything. What else you ever have inside this closet? And
Yeah,
we'll pull them out.
I'm just gonna pocket the healing potion.
Okay, cool. All right, well, nothing to see here. Everything is great.
Wouldn't it be here?
Yeah, that's it. You know what I said? That's nothing to see here as he looks over towards Jill. Nothing to nothing
So-
to see or hear here.
Do we remember if the robot, if they were transmitting instantly?
No.
Seemed like it could.
We didn't really have a way to find that out.
Yeah.
We,
So
we do
Volt's
know
gonna
that they
sit-
had
sit out of the
recordings,
cockpit.
though.
If they hear his voice, they know we're in town again. And he goes back into the suit.
Okay.
They already know.
They would have known soon anyway. Speaking of, we should go see Deimos.
Yep, let's go.
Volt, are you closing the top of the suitcase that you're in?
Gotta check.
Love it.
That's a 72. No, I think I'll keep it open.
Keep it open? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not trying to use the docs up. I'm just curious.
Cool. So as you're laying inside of there, some of the basic things that you'll see is, again, as I mentioned, there's this side hinge, very much like an opening a suitcase that you could close this contraption. And you notice that, again, there's no actual physical maneuverability or movement to this apparatus. It just seems that your basic gathering so far, this is, I don't know,
A vehicle?
a sun tanning booth at something. I don't know, something that you lay in.
Cool.
Upon further inspection, find no more. But as of right now, it's a big metal suitcase that you lay in.
It's a
Futuristic coffin.
It's a
I'll get
tanning bed.
It's a tanning bed. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, cool. You guys done with the professor?
Yes.
All right.
Fly
Well,
to Deimos.
yeah. So you guys, oh man, such good times. Okay, great.
Yep.
Bye, everybody.
Good luck.
Wherever
careful
you're
not to
going,
blow
now, which I
yourself up.
don't know.
It's,
And head out.
alright.
We do.
Walking out of the academy. Where else do you guys want
I
to go?
think Volt said he was gonna fly.
I can get us there fast.
Uh,
How fast and how?
safe.
It's what I flew the robot horses the last time. And
You-
safe depends on how well you hold on.
He turns into a dinosaur.
How well can you land?
Huh?
How well can you land?
Oh, really well. Right in the
Without-
backyard where you guys chucked my girlfriend.
You're what?
Out the window.
Is that the drow that
Mm-hmm.
Was she a drow? I don't remember
Yep.
that. I thought she was an elf.
drow are elves?
She
She at
was.
least was serving the drow. Anyway.
Didn't I smack her?
I
in
can
the
make
head
us
or
land at the
something?
front door, but I will be pretty big. So I could just have us fly individually. Do you want to do that?
Yeah,
But
let's do that.
I would last longer as this creature.
No, let's all go at once.
All
if we're
right.
gonna make an entrance and they know we're here, we might as well make a spectacular entrance.
That's fair.
All right, I will turn into a Quetzal.
Neat.
Okay. Standing outside of the academy,
Right at the front door.
right at the front door, Volt starts to transform into this large dinosaur bird pterodactyl looking creature, one that you've all traveled upon once before when you
That
headed
Furlona.
head first into the tower in Scavenger City on your Ilona rescue mission.
That did not go completely well.
I thought it went pretty great.
One of us died, and the other one was already dead.
I thought it went pretty great. I mean, for me, it was,
Well,
it was pretty great. But anyway, so you're gonna carry some people on your back and some people in your claws. I believe that's how you had to do it before.
I'm a huge. I can hold 8 people on my back.
Oh, really?
ERB. While I'm on his back, I will search for gargoyles with my goggles. So I'll be right back, though.
I think the only one I'll have to carry would be Misfit, unless he's able to grip.
I can just actually, it's I mean, it's sort of a nice day, and I have to go pick up a door, so I'll be right over.
Okay.
I can just walk. Misfit and I can walk.
Gestures over towards a large dinosaur.
Fine. I'll go. Misfit. Fly. Well, you can't have it both ways, Misfit.
Why not?
He like scratches the ground a little bit.
I'm as dumb as rocks right now. I don't know what the hell's going on anymore.
Yeah, so Lola will book it to the House of Blades, but if she sees like a broken building or something like that, if she sees a door that's not being used, she's gonna take it. And
I'm dumb enough for you to tell me to rip off a door. I would steal a
she
door.
doesn't want to cause destruction.
What's happening?
You
Ready?
can roll an
We do know the
investigation.
library has no door.
Library's all fucked up.
Yeah.
It's kind of ash.
Oh, that's pretty good. 25.
And you're just looking for a door,
Yeah, I just want a door.
attached or detached.
Detached.
Attached for a short amount of time.
Okay, so everyone's
ripped
jumping
off.
on the dinosaur and flying over to the House of Blades.
Phil's gonna look really confused
And
while
Lona
Luna's
is
walking
going
away.
on her own to find a door and then walking across the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Lona's not going alone anywhere.
I was gonna
Maybe we'll
say,
go with her.
Just went to my door.
Not alone.
I will.
Somebody come
if-
babysit me.
If Frey
How about
says,
I'm
if
going
Frey
with her.
says she's not going by herself, she's getting
How
picked up.
about this? Everyone else get on the Quetzalcoatl. I will go with Alona on my surfboard, on my sailor.
I feel like you kind of need to meet with your brother, being that this is literally
Yes,
your family.
But I don't think a door is much of a detour.
It's going to be a lot slower than whatever he's about to do. This man is fast.
What's the door to the academy look like?
Oh God.
I'm really dumb right now.
Say that again.
What's the door to the school look like?
The door to the school are they're two large wooden doors that kind of open out.
Well, I'm gonna
from the
just
middle.
grab one.
Sure.
No,
go ahead.
no.
Yeah.
You guys want a door? I'm just gonna grab
ahead
it.
and roll. Just roll a basic strength check.
What do you need a door for, Luna?
As
Door
you
for my
see this
coat.
dinosaur ripping out the door. What do you need a door
19
for?
plus
Luna?
2, 21.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. You can answer your question.
I need a door for my coat. I'm all out of doors.
What?
Yeah,
We can probably buy one too.
It's just hanging.
Well,
in
I don't have.
We already
any
have
money.
one. It's too late.
I do. Don't. That's,
I do too. At least enough for a store, but
alright,
we
I
have one
two
now.
pieces of silver.
There's a large
We have a door.
dinosaur holding
Vault-
half a door in front of you
Vault,
because it's
please
half of the big
put
door.
the door down.
I drop it.
Alona, we can buy
I
a door.
regret even mentioning a door. Somebody just tell me when I can go shopping. Let's go to the house.
Look, people literally move faster when they're with me. We can go get the door and meet you guys over there.
Oh God,
No,
that's right.
it's-
You give me speed. Oh God.
Fine, let's just all go. I'll get my door later.
Misfit points towards the door with his
Before we do
paw.
anything. It's really heavy, Misfit. I can't carry it.
I pick it up again.
I don't think you can carry that plus all the rest of us.
It belongs here.
I can hold 4,225 pounds.
It belongs here.
Maybe you can.
Full. Leave it.
Caw-caw.
Drop it.
Dinosaur Nors entered here.
Drop
I drop the
it.
door again.
Leave it. It belongs here.
Right?
It's not
You
yours.
see Misfit comes over and takes his paw and goes.
No,
I pick it up.
I picture in
He pushes
response,
his paw
Icarus
down.
on my shoulder goes.
I drop it.
He looks back towards Alona.
What a good boy.
I will
What a
have
good
it.
boy. I reached out and scratched behind his little dragon ears.
I can have it all delivered. It's not difficult.
We could also probably just literally take one off your house too. You didn't hear that.
I dropped it.
We should go.
All right. If it wasn't going to cause an incident,
pick it up.
I'd say just take it off afterwards, but no. Anyway, let's go.
Okay. I wait for everyone to get on. I will pick up Misfit. And because of Frey, we will now be going 180 feet per round.
So it takes 3 seconds to get there, pretty much.
Gone.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Who's that?
That can't be like physics. That's not legal according to the like. the laws of
Luckily,
physics.
in the town of Imbrick, in the city of Imbrick,
There are
flying
dinosaurs.
is not an uncommon sight. Any other city, this might cause some sort of commotion of concern, but again, large dinosaurs traversing through some of the marketplaces and other, pterodactyl type creatures flying around. A large Quetzalcoatl whoosh, just beelines it across towards Imbrick Island, landing right down in front of the House of Blades. Door in tow.
Yep, I'm still holding the door.
Fine.
I get off
Well.
from the back and I put on my goggles of elemental whatever and look around. Any gargoyles?
Drops it.
Just it kind of prances around the door.
You can turn back now, Volt. You
Off my
can't
head.
you can't get inside in that shape.
Yeah,
You're too
you should
big.
try.
Puts my head in the doorway.
Hell yes.
Well, there's a door
No,
there.
no, go the rest of the way in. Get the rest of the way in.
No,
Come on, just push through.
Frey, I will shoot you.
All right, okay,
Volt.
maybe don't do that.
There's the old Percy. I will shoot you. Fair.
Volt, you can't be that big inside.
I would go back to Volt.
Where's
You guys talk really fast.
the thing? Oh, that's not it. Never mind. Sorry, continue talking.
I'll go inside and look for Deimos.
All right.
How are the front doors? Are they fixed?
So, coming back to the House of Blades here, again, on Imbrick Island, you see that, again, there's a lot of Warforged. Just as you saw before, there's Warforged that, deal with street cleaning, deal with painting, deal with construction. Just like you saw before, there was Warforged working on the library that was destroyed. There's a lot more Warforged than what you remember being on the island before. Definitely seems like... And especially more on Imbrick Island than there is on the mainland. It seems like everyone on the mainland, there might be some Warforged here and there that are helping if someone on the mainland can afford it. But for the most part, everyone on the mainland is people fixing their foundations and construction. A lot of the richy people on Imbrick Island have way more Warforged that they can purchase by contract out to help with their reparations and things. So that is something you would definitely notice. But in the House of Blades, yeah, the front of the house actually looks pretty good. Doors are back on. You guys can go inside if you'd like.
I will turn to the filibuster and grab the door.
Cool.
I'll knock first.
I'm looking for my map. Where'd my map go?
Okay, let's turn into a kitty cat.
I know.
Moo is adorable, and I love him.
He is a problem
Perfect.
here.
Yeah, I know exactly how that works. Alice and Ember do the same thing all the time.
He's batting the screen. Get it. Get it.
Shake the mouse. There's no way that'll go poorly for you.
No. Come here. Hey now. Come on.
Ah, where's your freaking house at, Percy?
Did you archive it?
I was gonna say,
That's
it's
what I'm
right
looking for.
there.
It's on the map right there.
I see that one. I see that one.
I'll be right back again.
Where the fuck is your house at? Anyway, we're gonna have to thematically do it for right now. So as you guys recall, when you walk into the House of Blades, that initial entryway where all the different cross blades were adorning all the different sides as more like a decoration in this entry hallway. Not all have been replaced, but a lot of them have been started to be put back in into their proper juxtaposition on the walls and things. But as you enter, let's see, you have a number of NPCs at your house. There is... Where's Gerald at?
Gerald of Imbrick.
So Geralt of Rivia, Geralt of Inbrick.
As you guys walk into the main hallway there, the steps that go up to the second floor and the main hallway that leads back into the dining area. Where'd I go? There I am.
I don't know.
A familiar
Where
sight
are
walking
you?
down the stairs is Gerald, adorning the traditional, blues and silvers of the House of Blades colors. Lady, Persephone, welcome home. It's been quite a while. Shall I summon the rest of your siblings and family members?
Just Deimos for now.
Of course.
There's business to attend to.
He is actually in his room at his desk. I'll go get him right now.
You know what? On second thought, I'll go and get him. Thank you.
All right. As you just kind of run past, moving like a warforged. Okay.
I will walk into the house.
Okay. On performance.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, fantastic. Let's follow Percy first. So Percy, as you go back up the stairs, and you walk back towards Deimos's room. If you recall, the second floor, Deimos is around the side. You live here, all the way back in the corner of the house, the room right next to Mom and Dad's room. And when you go in there, as Gerald said, you can see Deimos sitting there at his desk. And as you open the door and enter, he looks up. Oh, you're here! Fantastic. Welcome home. First, and he'll get up and stand up and give you a hug.
I'll hug him back. Do we need to speak somewhere privately about all this?
I don't see why not. We could. Are the rest of your friends here? The rest of your party, or
Yes, they're downstairs.
Well, I hope you got my message from a couple days ago. There was quite a squandering in the...
Yes, I saw it, and I want to know what exactly happened.
Well, let's go downstairs and gather your group, and I can talk to you all at once so I don't have to do it multiple times.
Yes. So we'll head downstairs.
Sticks. You've been here before. You know where a lot of the food is. You know there's a gnome in the fridge. You know there's just all the familiar splendors of the House of Blades. Anything in particular, or just looking for food and booze?
Just food and booze.
Okay, cool. Easy enough to find. There is the little kind of breakfast nook area that you can sit in with the bench and the two benches and the table, or you can go back into the dining area if you'd like.
I'll basically make myself a sandwich, find a bottle of booze, and then head back to the main parlor area.
Okay. Fantastic. Volt's walking around as a Warforged, looking pretty convincing. Gerald walks down towards Frey and Geo. While Persephone's upstairs, is there anything I can help you all with, or are you all hungry, or do you need any sort of provisions, or?
I could eat.
Well, fantastic. Styx has already walked that direction. I mean, you're more than welcome to take any sort of food.
Why you seem so nervous? Everything all right, man?
Well, there's been a lot going on here recently and the last couple of days, and it almost seems like the island is at a bit of a powder keg, if it will, waiting for some sort of fuse to ignite it. It's rather disturbing, actually.
Well, good news and bad news. Good news, it is bad news, I guess. Probably won't have to worry about it long. We're pretty much a walking flame to every powder keg we walk near. So something's going to pop off here soon, so you don't have to worry about it.
Detect magic? Yeah, I mean, if you want to cast it, it's... If you're trying to make sure that it's definitely Gerald, the detect magic will confirm that there's no magic on him. It's just he's a person.
I was gonna stab him, but
nothing wrong with making sure. That's nothing wrong with that.
It stays on for
10 minutes.
Minutes, yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
I don't think robots bleed.
As Styx goes and makes a sandwich, finds a bottle of booze, comes back to the table. Gerald will walk Frey and Geo and Ilona and the Warforged over to the table as Persephone and Deimos make their way down as well.
I'll stand behind Percy.
Okay.
When Percy sits, I'll stand behind her.
Fantastic. Right, well, I appreciate you all coming back so quickly, or as quickly as you could. It's been a while since you all have been here, and much has changed since the day of the invasion. Some more things have come to light, and as I don't know exactly what my sister has told you all of the happenings here, but I guess before I continue, perhaps you all could tell me what you know, just so I don't repeat information or any questions you may have. And
No, start from the top.
all right, well,
Just to make sure that we are all on the same page and we understand, because I know the messages through Alona's machine, they don't give tone, so it can be easily misread. And
answer me.
and
Should we see if he's a robot out of game?
Well, detect magic was nothing.
Did that work on Percy's? I don't remember. I don't.
actually, hold on. I'm gonna bring up my scrying orb and I'm gonna scry on him because it's the real Deimos that I would see.
That's
So
correct. As you look into the scrying orb and the clouds begin to part, you see an aerial view of Deimos sitting here at the table with you and all of your friends.
Fantastic.
Does it zoom in on the orb she's using? It just keeps going over and over again.
And as you zoom in, it just starts to make this loophole matrix, and that's where the game just ends. You guys are just constantly stuck in a visual loop, or at least Percy is anyway.
Only
You
for
guys,
10 minutes.
You guys can continue. Okay, that's fair. 10 minutes, Percy's just out.
No,
looking
I would
into
do
this
the same. Once I verify that this is actually him.
Fair enough.
Got it.
The loophole would be fun too. Percy?
Yes.
Percy! Starts drooling. Alright, well, from the top. Well, when you all left, there was quite a bit of conversation that we had about happenings with the House of Rhodes, of which I told my sister I would look into, and found some quite disturbing information. As much as I'm sure you are all aware that to implicate another house of Imbric in any sort of ill-will dealings is a highly punishable crime if found to be true. However, as well, the reciprocation to implicate someone with false accusations is just as equally detrimental. That's what keeps all the houses in check, is to make sure that everyone is checks and balances. However, I took a risk. And again, I'm not as well adept as the politics of all of this as my father is. My thought was to implant a spy.
Oh. Deimos, what did you do?
Well, as they say that the juice was worth the squeeze in this risk, we found some very pertinent information.
Is it something concrete or is it just something overheard?
It's about as concrete as it's going to get, quite honestly. There is a member of the House of Courts. I don't know if any of you are really familiar with the name Daristrix.
Oh, yeah, we know of him. Dragonborn.
Yes.
That is correct.
He was a bit of an ass.
Kind of cover all of our bases, we implanted a spy in not only the House of Rhodes, but the House of Courts and the House of Gold. And we're wary that the houses were possibly doing the same, as we found to be true with the devices that you found in your Warforged, correct?
Thank God they are not here.
Well, a positive note is that it seems that everything from the House of Gold is on the up and up. There seems to be no sort of ill will dealings from our gnomish friends. And to be honest, it seems as though the elves are, at least, not all of the elves are in, what's the word? He kind of like stops for a minute.
Cahoots?
That's the word, yes, thank you. Cahoots, yes. Well done. There was a rather interesting conversation between this Daristric character and Woodall. It seems that Woodall, Daristrix, and the Earl are all working in some sort of plot to
Rodol's an idiot.
Well, that's what I thought.
He's actually a tactical genius.
More likely he's been replaced and somebody is a very good actor.
It's... The proof that I have is a letter from Deristrix to the Earl. And when I presented this information in the square...
That's... Do you
It
still
was-
have the letter?
I do.
Oh, thank God.
When I presented this information in front of the Earl, in front of everyone, to call him out... Well, it didn't go as well as I thought it would. And to be quite honest, I'm not quite sure exactly... Kind of takes another moment, looks off to the side. I'm not one who is a follower or, how you say, a study of the arcane or even the sciences, really, but I noticed that Dragonborn... Something happened. I can't quite explain it, but I thought I was getting through, and then the mood changed. It's almost as if the people were rallying behind what I was saying, and then everyone turned on me, and I sort of just gave up. I don't
So we
understand.
kill the Dragonborn.
Might be poorly received.
What's a Dragonborn?
Well, the dragon, this Deristrix is...
Oh, wait.
He's the right hand of the House of Courts.
Oh.
Again, to implicate him in any sort of negative light without foolproof evidence would be foolhardy. This is why I wanted you all to come back as quickly as you can, sister. To traverse the field of battle and combat and raise my blade is my forte, not these inner dealings and skeevings and... I also miss Father. I have been trying desperately to find where he is, and I feel like if we pull on this thread, perhaps, maybe there might be some answers, but...
Unfortunately, I believe he may be dead.
He'll look at you very sternly. Persephone. There's no proof of this. Until there's factual proof, you
I
have to
told
still
you
hold
I
on to
saw
hope.
your escapade in the square, right? I'll pull out the orb that I just looked in. I can see people in here. I can't see Father. And I can only see the living. So
Maybe it's
either
broken.
they
That
have...
doesn't mean anything. How do you know your little globe even works?
I've been scrolling on you and the family daily this whole time to make sure you're all right. Occasionally it doesn't work, but it's different if the person just resists the scrying as opposed to it not connecting. It doesn't connect with Father. So either they have some powerful magic that this cannot breach, or he's dead.
Kind of looks around towards the rest of the group. Is this Is this true? Is this how this magic works? I don't know how all this works.
Dies with more effort than mine, but seems like it.
What does 11 get me for information?
On an Arcana check?
On a intelligence check.
I don't know. Well, Percy's saying sounds pretty legit.
Yeah, I'll say yeah.
She's
yeah,
smart.
Yeah,
Trust the
that
smart
seems.
one. Yeah,
Yeah,
smart lady.
that seems right. That seems right.
Voltalona, you guys know anything different?
Bill doesn't react.
Guess that about covers it then.
No, not really. No. If I were to cast Identify while she tried to scry on her dad, would I be able to tell the reason that it failed?
I think you just identifying will tell you why it wouldn't work. Which I think you've done.
Well, yeah, the options of.
It gives
what
the
was called-
options, but I want to know the specific reason that failed.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to run a systems diagnostic on the globe
That's cool.
scrying.
That's cool.
An error has occurred.
404, dad not found.
He could either be dead or in a different plane.
Yeah.
I'll let you go ahead. You want to roll an Arcana check on it? Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
With Identify,
yeah.
you want to cast Identify on it? Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Well,
All right,
the thing
you
is,
can- all right,
it
look,
takes
you can
it takes 10 minutes to cast scry, and I can cast Identify as a ritual for 10 minutes, so I'm going to do that.
You guys want to chill out for 10 minutes and scry on
Sure.
Dad? Okay.
While they're doing that, I will go into the kitchen and make us brunch.
Okay. Six is already eating a sandwich, drinking some booze as well. Smoking.
I will make grilled cheese for everyone.
Oh,
That's
God, that
Impossible,
sounds so
sir.
good.
Impossible. How dare you? It's a delicacy.
27.
27. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You choose one object, and you're going to cast Identify. Okay, so you choose one object you must touch throughout the casting. If the spell is an item or some other magic imbued item, you learn its properties and how to use them. Okay.
Also tomato soup, because I really crave that right now.
Ooh, that is a good combo.
Yeah. Well, if we're waiting 10 minutes, Fult's going to get a little bored. He's going to ritual cast water breathing for us.
Just standing there.
Yeah. Just going to give us water breathing.
I don't get it, because I'm in the kitchen.
Is the kitchen within 30 feet?
This is, if I remember correctly, it is a
I think it was pretty
big,
close.
It's a pretty big dining room.
Well, it's
Depends on
pretty
where
dining
everyone's-
room.
It depends on where everyone's sitting.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. So besides identifying the scrying orb itself, and as Percy tries to scry on her dad, it doesn't work. First of all, the scrying itself tells you that blah, 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 character you choose on the same plane of existence. So that could be one thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Could be the dead thing.
Yeah.
I'll also say with a 27 that you know that there's magic and sciences that, you know, in alchemy it's all about, you know, like the ebb and the flow, the give and the take. You can't, you know, matter can't be destroyed, it's just manipulated into something else, right? It's all these different alchemical combinations that are like whizzing through your mind as you're sitting there. You guys are holding on to the orb together as you're casting as Identify, and Percy takes the time to look through the orb for her dad. And as you sit there and you finally cast the Identify spell, and you start to visualize, you know, all the ones and the algorithms start to flow through your mind, Ilona. Not just the plane of existence, or potentially the creature could just not exist, which is why I can't find that connection. Hold on. Not only can a person resist the connection, hence like the saving throws, right? Where if they fail to save, the connection goes through, or they can willingly accept the connection, right? Another possibility is not only a person can resist the connection, but you know just as well as anyone that anything can block a connection.
Yeah.
So trying to connect if on another plane of existence, the tether goes out and has nothing to connect to. If the person's dead, the tether goes out and has no person to connect to. If the person resists the connection, it has nothing to tether to. Or if there's something else that could possibly block the connection, even if all the other things ring true, something else could be blocking it as well. That's why I would tell you.
It's a firewall.
So, but I'm still. I mean, that tells me pretty much what we already knew. Like, it gives me all the options that we were trying to narrow down. It doesn't. I can't tell like what is causing the magic to fail in the moment that it's trying to connect.
With a 27, it doesn't necessarily tell you what, but I would say that it does give you another option of there could be an object that could possibly block the connection.
Okay. Well, then I will just simply say I don't know, because I don't want to give them false hope.
Dame will still kind of look down. All right, well, I mean, that's not necessarily a bad answer, right?
Either way, for who knows how long, you are the Lord of Blades.
Kind of just sit it back up in his chair a little bit.
But he doesn't have spikes on his back.
No.
Yeah. Did we kill that guy already?
I do.
Jill says as he comes out with his grilled cheeses and tomato soups.
Well, to further comment on the situation, I've tried to appeal to the House of Courts to have a day in trial. I want to present evidence, and to be honest, I was hoping for all of your help.
I can make food.
Cool, so Jill is going to cater to the event.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I mean,
grilled cheese and tomato soup on tap.
I can hit stuff. I'm not really good at the whole talk.
Quite an army marches on its stomach after all.
I'm happy to help, but what do you have in mind?
Well, I've only hinted at the idea. I haven't presented a full case of appeal to the courts. If we were to try to implicate the House of Rhodes and come up empty-handed, it would be detrimental in the standing of our house. It's almost worse than just a straight full physical attack.
It would appear as though we're trying to stage a coup.
It would
yes.
appear that we are the corrupt ones, not trying to find the corrupted, yes.
And I'm going to look at the more violent members of the group. This is why we do not attack them on sight.
But they're bad.
And it will make us look worse.
Image is kind of important here, unfortunately.
I guess the help I'm really asking for here is that, and as he looks around at all of you, like dead in the face.
Percy, where do you keep your glory hounds symbol?
On her forehead.
Because they gave you guys something.
I think it's just on the gun that he gave me.
You guys all have it on your weapons, and you all have a patch. Whether or not you put the patch on, that's up to you. But you all have
the
a
patch
glory
is not
hound's
on.
patch.
Okay, I'll point to your gun. And just keep tapping it.
Holy shit.
Whoa. Are you okay?
Gracious.
I'm breaking my contraptions.
Well, don't do that.
I
You'll hurt yourself.
I'm gonna turn to Warvolt. Yes, I know they can help.
Yes.
As Deimos looks around at all of you, I'm sorry. I know something is afoot here, and I want to get to the bottom of it, and I guess I was wondering if you all could help because you have no affiliation, technically, to any of this. Except for, of course, my sister, but all of you, if you could try to find anything, or I don't know, I just trying to throw a Hail Mary out there and see if anything sticks.
I put down bubbles.
I mean, yeah, I figure we're gonna help.
I
I've
could
had
try,
some horses in the running ourselves, after all.
but I am a giant man made of scales. I'm pretty standout-ish.
And there's also been another revelation, Demos.
Go on.
It appears that Elmdak has been the one conspiring to have Calypso kidnapped.
What?
We were told, now this is from a
Highly respected guild leader.
not
Higher respecting guild.
a not necessarily trustworthy source, but somebody told us that the Earl approached them to kidnap Calypso, and they turned the job down.
Is there a play button on the Scorpion?
You just ask it to play.
Play.
Bubbles will shoot up the image. And I was wrong. It's longer. We're what, 10th level?
Yes.
So it's 10 seconds before and after of the what she said. So it's a full 20 seconds.
Okay. Is this source?
She's a pirate. She's not necessarily trustworthy, but
I take off my helmet. Okay. Well, so the court doesn't need to know that. So that was getting really annoying. I couldn't say anything.
How are you
So
not talking there this whole time?
right? Okay. So the court doesn't need to know that. Us playing the image itself, if we get a reaction from him, then he knows her personally, which gives us an advantage in that place in the first. So if we say that she's a highly respected leader of a certain organization, he would know more because she also name dropped him without us giving her the name.
true.
Puts on helmet again.
You know, you don't have to stay in that.
I'm trying to pretend. I was
Alright.
second con. If they think you have a new Warforged, they try to put a bug in me. Yay, self-defense.
Ace Attorney moment with that recording. It's like,
How much does Volt look like a Warforged?
I look like a really buffed up
It's a really big
Warforged.
one.
Yeah, like one of the professor's ones.
Mm. Yeah, but those are more mechs than Warforged. Alright. Worth the shot.
They've seen you fly on a surfboard. You turning into a mech into a Warforged probably isn't that crazy.
Fairly accurate.
We also rode in robot horses with minigun eyes.
that we never
You just see him
used.
getting very confused at everything, all this information at once. Listen, I'm. If you don't want to get involved, I understand. This,
We're getting involved, don't even.
I think we've been involved.
well, as he turns towards Percy, of course you're involved, dear sister. I just meant you and your friends. If they didn't want to put themselves in
we've
harm's way, I understand.
been tangled, all of us, in this in one way or another.
No, we're doing this because they have annoyed the heck out of me.
And that.
Demons, fucking with those Warforged we liked, trying to kill people.
Didn't you guys? Wasn't your mission to save Calypso from being kidnapped?
Exactly.
Yes.
So what if we come in as this is not even part of your family stuff? This is the Glorious Hound mission, finding the information on who contracts to kidnap your sister.
Yes.
Now that would be hard evidence. That is something we could certainly use.
Because if he's in jail, he's in jail. It doesn't matter how we get him there.
We need to make sure that there's nobody else that is in the House of Rhodes that would take over and continue for him. We need to make sure that we eliminate all the threats.
Well, if we get him arrested, I'm assuming that the authorities would have to then go confiscate his stuff, which we know he also has recording devices, which probably means he has recording evidence, which would just crucify him even more.
One domino knocks down the rest.
What is a
Yeah.
domino?
But we
Pizza.
also have to take down
What is pizza?
Woodall and anyone
Oh,
in
it's
the
quite delicious.
the House of
Mhm.
Goats.
That's one step at a time. If we try to do everything at once, we're gonna swing, miss, and big.
If
So
we
what
Miss,
don't-
kind of
swing?
what
I don't play
physical
sports.
evidence do you all have of the kidnapping of Calypso? If we can find a connection
I'll
between
pull out the essentially wanted poster
Mhm.
that they had passed out among
where
the
did you get
brothers.
this?
From those that were trying to kidnap her.
We're no longer trying to kidnap.
I did say were. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, they're super dead.
Uh-huh.
Those guys.
So we have that. We have the bounty from the Glory Hounds itself.
He takes the paper and kind of gives it a once over and looks it over.
We determined that it was magically made, several copies, so they could pass it around and multiple groups could be on the lookout. Originally, it was orcs that were in charge of finding her, and they were too stupid to actually know which one it was. So they just grabbed anyone who vaguely fit this description and then killed the ones that were not.
He looks directly at Percy and flips over the back of the wanted poster and points down towards the somewhat watermarked inscription on the back. Do you remember what it says? Ilona would know this too. You guys literally had a conversation about it.
It's been forever.
It has been forever, and this is a deep throwback, and it's a super big clue.
It's been 5 ever. Get it right.
Oh,
God, I haven't heard that in so
symbol,
long.
Fancy, expensive, official, expensive parchment paper. Didn't recognize handwriting. So I think it just said Calypso de Renard.
Can I do a history check?
sure, you both can.
I don't think Jill's ever seen that paper, so I wouldn't be able to do anything.
Nat 20! Yes!
You lucky son of a
Okay.
gun.
So that brings the total to.
Well, son of a Mac,
28.
I should say.
Too soon.
What'd you get, Ilona?
A 22.
22 and a 28 total with a nat 20. If you guys remember from your conversation before, after you investigated the paper, kind of front and back, you realized that, and after identifying it, that this parchment was... Again, what intrigued Ilona was because there's this connection between, science and magic, the alchemical connections between, magic and machine, where this parchment, this wanted poster was that fine line between magically infused and literally, photocopied, Xeroxed in our terminology. And on the back is the numbering. Like, we talked about how there was a store, literally like Office Max store in the city of Imbric, where these wanted posters perhaps could have been made. With your nat 20, Percy, that the store in Imbric is, specifically known for its copying capabilities, for, brochures of different stores in the city, for recruitment advertisements and handouts, for literally any and all Xeroxing needs And the spell itself.
Oh my god, did he go to a fucking store and do that instead of doing it at his house?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
That fucking moron.
So, with this information, wanted poster in hand from way back in the day, as somewhat of a potential vital clue to the next step, that is where we'll end tonight's session, and that is where we'll pick it up next time as you start to look over this piece of parchment as a potential starting point to your investigation into the House of Rhodes. So,
First it just goes, dope!
Quite possibly. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks to all my awesome players for hanging out and playing. We'll pick this up play every Tuesday, 9:30 Eastern. And thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you then.
Have a good week, guys.
Okay, bye.
Have a good
Hey,
week, place.